Punching Up, a Nintendo podcast, is brought to you by you. If you want to learn how to support our show, go to patreon.com/laststandmedia. Hello everyone, welcome to episode 127 of Punching Up, Last Stand Media's weekly Nintendo podcast. I'm your host as always, Brad Ellis, and joining me, I got my two co-hosts. First of all, we're going to start with Mrs. Micah Moriarty. Micah, hello. Hot dog
Hello.
earrings are in a full effect.
Yes. Well, the hot dog earrings are because I got an email yesterday from Five Guys and it had said like the dog days of summer are here. There's going to be a special deal tomorrow. So I was really excited, right? We also have a gift card to Five Guys to use.
Ooh.
And then the deal though is such a disappointment because it's just a free hot dog if you order like $25 of delivery. So it's delivery only. We're still going to Five Guys tonight because we got this free gift card from our credit card company. But I'm a little miffed that the hot dog deal was delivery only. Like that's because you got to pay the delivery fees. It's not a free hot dog at all.
Yeah.
Not a free hot dog.
Not a free hot dog.
But I do have better news because the Pikmin sweatshirt I ordered is here.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Dude.
He's here. This is the back of it. It's got like a dead, bug guy.
Yeah.
Pikmin. The sleeve says Pikmin.
Nice.
Where is it? The zipper pull is this cute little flower, little daisy. And then there's little Pikmin like up on
That's
like
cute.
the chest.
Yeah, running around.
This is a kind of lightish weight hoodie, which is great. I was worried it'd be like super thick because like living here, even in the cooler months, it's like, you don't want to wear like your heaviest stuff. But I wore this Pikmin shirt to the dentist today.
You're decked out today.
We're all Pikmin'd out, yeah.
I like that. That's good stuff. Today I saw a guy he was decked out in Doom attire. He had like a Doom shirt and he had sweatpants that said Doom on it. And I was like, whoa, this guy's crazy. I'd never seen that before.
Well, when watching your stream the other night when you were going through all that Bloodborne merch, and it was a shame that some of it was sold out because like it would be like a fucking like look to order some of that stuff and just wear that around town.
I know. It'd be so cool, but it's always all sold out, alas. Gene Park, what's going on, dude? Good to see you.
I'm back. Yeah, I know. I had a whole goodbye, whatever. So this is a little awkward. But I'm here mostly because first of all, I just like talking to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just like the foundation of it all. And second, I want to talk to you guys about Nintendo games. I actually played some Nintendo games this week.
Look at that.
I was like, well, I might as well just do one more where I actually talk about a game like on Nintendo.
Yeah.
So I figured that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Looking forward to talking more Splatoon, definitely. And I do want to apologize to listeners last week. I think some with the listeners were upset that I said spoilers about the Spider-Man movie, which I just want to be clear. Anything I talked about in the Spider-Man movie, all of that was shown in the trailers. Now, if you are the kind of person who is avoiding trailers successfully, and the only piece of media you decide to listen to is Last Stand Media podcasts on your podcast stations, then I get it. But this stuff is on the trailers, and everything I talked about is you can see on the movie poster on the way into the theater. It is all the characters that I talk about are on the movie poster. So I need you guys to understand that some of you will get mad at the title Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back.
Damn.
Because it spoils that the Empire is still alive in the sequel and they are striking back. So please understand that you do have a very particular way of avoiding spoilers, and not everyone can accommodate that.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
That's all I'll say. Okay. I almost left the tab. That would have been bad. I almost hit back by accident on my mouse. I just bailed out of the call.
Dude, sometimes I'm so scared of tabbing out of the recording tab.
Just backed out real quick.
Yeah.
Before we get into the show, everybody, please check us out on patreon.com/laststandmedia if you'd like to support us. Get early ad-free access to all of our shows, of course. Also, if you want some merch, like the merch that Gene's wearing right now with his Sacred Symbol shirt, Go to lastdaymedia.store. Micah here will send you something. So please support us over there as well if you want some merch. Paul Rich wrote in, You have to really start pronouncing conch correctly. Please stop saying the H. It is pronounced conch shell. It literally makes me want to drive into oncoming traffic every time you guys pronounce it incorrectly. Have an excellent show. We miss you, Gene. Oh yeah.
Well, first of all,
I wrote a
he
note.
spelled Gene wrong. He spelled
did.
Gene wrong. So
So he's telling us how to do stuff, but he spelled Gene wrong. So I looked this up. We are correct. They call it conch shell in the episode of SpongeBob, which is what we are referring to it as. You could say conch. Yeah, that's like an American pronunciation. But I believe it's also how we're saying it is more of an English style pronunciation. So we are referring to the conch shell as they do in this show and say it how they do as well. You got to deal with it.
I thought it's pronounced conch. Yeah, what's going on? What are we?
I mean,
I don't know.
This
Paul, you
seems
gotta
like
deal
a
with this.
regional thing. Because like, I told Brad, I have a conch piercing, and that's what everybody referred to it at the piercing studio. Like nobody said conch, like everybody said conch, and so it's like I don't know, man. But also like the specific SpongeBob episode, it's the magic conch. That just is what it is. Like that is how they say it the whole episode, and that's what we're referring to specifically. Is the magic conch.
There's a part with like the forest ranger that comes to rescue them.
Yeah.
And he goes, magic conch? Or something like that, really slow, and says it like exactly how we say it. So sorry, Paul.
You mean like
you got owned.
this?
Yeah. Nice try. Trying to complain. Go complain to Colin about it. He'll be more interested in that.
I Paul, I gotta level you a little bit. Like you want to drive into oncoming traffic. These are really big emotions about pronouncing the word conch. Like you gotta dial it down a little, son. Like your blood pressure must be high. Like
Stand
these
down,
are
Paul.
real big feelings about pronouncing a word.
So there you go. The conch may come out in the episode. We'll see if it's needed. We'll see.
I thought of you, Brad, because the football podcast I listen to, he has a thing called the Mystic Pickle, and it's like a talking pickle, and every now and then he'll consult it for a question.
That's so funny.
And he'll be like, the pickle is spoken. They don't do it often, but when he brings it out, it's always a big laugh.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's cool. I mean, we just ripped off SpongeBob, but hey, that's on brand for us. So
we're SpongeBob fanatics. I quote him constantly.
Yeah, at least the early SpongeBobs I do. I don't know a lot of the new ones.
It's like haven't seen it.
Same thing.
I haven't seen it since high school, but everything before that, peak and quotable forever.
John Wicken is mad they killed his crow familiar. Ronan said, "Do you think Colin would notice if you just started sneaking like an hour-long non-set topic Stelly into the middle of each episode? He would not notice. He does not watch the show at all whatsoever. The only way Colin will find out about anything like that is if one of you snitch to him. And I know this audience loves to snitch.
Oh, they do.
So,
even though, like, innocently, because they'll write in to another show and be like, "Oh, they did this on Punching Up. Are you guys gonna do this too?" And it's like,
they like
blew our cover.
Some are like that, but some are definitely the kind of people that have binoculars and they watch their neighbors do stuff. That's the vibe I get from some of the audience. You're rats. Sorry.
Right. they're like the neighbor in IG Mogini or some shit.
Exactly,
right?
Exactly, Gene. A nice timely reference, but I understood it 100%.
For some reason, I figured Brad would understand what I was saying.
Yes.
Oh, I've seen it. I've seen IG Mogini.
We got it.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
No.
Yeah. Mike is a Nick and Night lady too. So there you go.
Well, if you guys want to do like a 2-minute Stelly, I saw this question ahead of time, and I did in fact find a list of cosmopolitan terrible sex advice.
Oh no!
You want to read a couple of them?
All right, go.
And these are pretty tame. Okay, these are pretty tame. All right, one of these was, well, first and foremost, I want to say I did find the one about playing his dick like a piano, so I was glad that I didn't make that up. I did find that. Other people said that they tried it and it did not work. So, this suggestion was to put a bunch of loose change in the freezer, and then you cover the woman's naked body with the coins.
What? Oh, okay.
How would we rate that? Is that good or bad?
I don't know. You tell me, Micah. You're a woman.
It sounds terrible.
Okay.
That sounds terrible. This is for the guys. Sprinkle a little pepper under his nose right before he climaxes.
What the?
Would you be open to someone trying that?
I would be so thrown off.
Like,
That's like a
"Here's little bowl of
sabotage.
pepper."
Yeah, I don't know. Gene looks like he's thinking. What do you think, Gene?
I am thinking. I'm like, how would that go? But I feel like I would just sneeze.
And the sneeze is the goal. You're supposed to sneeze, I guess.
Before
I
that,
don't. Who's in the
You know
path
what?
of the sneeze?
Okay,
Oh,
you know what? Wait, you know what? I'm back around. You know why? Because sneezing does feel good.
It does.
I've always said that sneezing feels like coming, but your face is coming. You know.
I don't know if I've ever had a sneeze that good, but
I love sneezing. Every time I sneeze, that was just my god, that was amazing. You know, so it's like the same feeling like your nether regions, but like it's on your face. You know, and it's like it's facial orgasm. That's what I feel like it is. Anyways, I feel like I'm talking too much already.
No.
I think I would just be like, what? The fuck are you doing? I'd be just like confused.
We would have to talk about beforehand, like you can't just like spring a pepper
like surprise pepper or something like that.
Yeah, you're gonna need to have it like on the nightstand anyways or something, right? Like you're not just gonna be like, hold on 1 second, like run to the kitchen.
Yeah.
So you're gonna notice it like on her night table and be like, why you got a little bowl of pepper here? She's like, you'll see. I mean,
you'll see. I'm like,
audience, try these out at home and let us know.
No, let us know.
This one.
I don't want to hear
just ridiculous. All right. After intercourse, grab your still moist panties from the floor and use them to tie your hair back. This will show him that you're casual and easygoing.
Wow.
I would just think you're a fucking psychopath.
Dude, like imagine a girl taking a pair of panties off the floor, tying her hair up and be like, you want to go get some breakfast? Like,
yeah, I'm like, what the This
but
bitch
that
is
just
crazy.
shows that you're casual and easygoing, correct? Is that how you feel?
I'm convinced everyone writing this is a bunch of fat old white women writing these tips. It's like they don't know what they're doing. That own like 30 cats. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Or just people who are freakier than even me. Like I just never thought about something that is like that. Like this is weird. You know,
these are the people that read those like porn books where girls fall in love with monsters and stuff like that at Barnes and Noble. At those sections. This is the same stuff. Same shit.
All right. Let me see. There are a couple more good ones. Oh, the classic Cosmopolitan. This went like viral at the time of like putting a donut around the penis. But that was, I don't know.
I mean, I've done that myself, so I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I've never done that. I've definitely thought about it. You know?
There's one of them that says to have soda in your mouth while kissing. I don't understand how you do that. I don't understand how do you keep the soda? I don't know. These tips.
I don't like that so many of these are like food related because I don't really like.
I told you,
there's
a bunch of fat bitches making this.
There is a lot of food in here. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I get it. Sometimes, like during like the intercourse, I'm just like, damn, I can't wait to figure out what we're gonna eat after this, you know.
I mean, sometimes you are like, if you're going to like a restaurant after, it's like I'm gonna get the scallops. You know, the thought crosses your mind.
Right. Yeah.
The thought crosses your mind.
I'm pretty excited about the meal after the sex for sure.
Yes.
But like, I'm never like, no, I can just have it now. You know, like during.
Why don't we grab these donuts and incorporate them into the act here?
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait.
All right. The last one I'll read, there are many more, but the last one I'll read is press a fork firmly into different parts of his body.
No, thank you.
Stab him.
If just a girl having like wielding a fork mid-act and just poking you.
Keep talking, Micah.
And again, a fork, that's more food.
I told you, these fat bitches making these things. They just can't stop thinking about food.
Like, this is more food-related stuff to bring in a fork now into the bedroom, and you just start jabbing.
You wear a bib, you know?
Wear a bib, dude?
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that picture of the Huffington Post staff that was like all just white bitches at a desk.
Huffington Post, haven't heard that name.
Oh my god,
in a
dude,
while.
that was an insane photo.
Yeah, I can't find it.
Yeah.
But
it just like they were like,
oh, here it is, dude.
They were super proud of it.
Listeners, if you want to see more of those tips, I just Googled worst cosmopolitan sex advice. And there were several compilations like this of people putting together their best of the worst tips of like the 2000s. So peruse that because a lot of them were really funny. There's even more on that list. But also, if you try any of those out, please write in and tell us about it.
Don't. I'm not going to read them. You can send them to
Micah. If somebody writes in about like the pepper thing, I want to know about it.
I don't want to know anything about that with our audience.
Listeners, please write in.
Write into Micah, not me. I don't want to see that because I have to read the thread.
Because it's going to kill you to find out that the pepper thing works. That might be good. That might be good to know.
I'm going to ban you. Be careful.
He can't ban you. He can't do that.
Yeah, I can. I'll find you. I will ban you. And I say this person's a sexual deviant. And they said the N-word. We all saw and heard it.
Oh my God.
Ban him.
Well then.
Yeah,
listeners, just write in and tell us how the tips. Just tell us if the fork thing works, all right? That's all you have to say. Or the loose change.
You know what's funny about this Huffington Post picture, Brad?
Yeah.
One, that it's still up. It's crazy. But two, you can see Chris Reagan's comment right underneath it. Too.
Oh, really? That's so funny. I didn't even know.
At least for me. And this is when he was like in his like edgy period, so it's still a pretty edgy. It's not that bad, comment. But yeah.
That's so funny, dude. There you go. Those people giving you sex advice.
Yeah.
Those hogs. So
well, that was because honestly, and this was just funny when I was Googling this to find these old tips. One of the articles popped up and it was like, I tried a bunch of the weird Cosmo sex tips. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. However, it was like now, like it started off being like, I'm a woman dating a woman, so a lot of these we couldn't do. And I'm like, but like all the best ones. I'm like, the article was pointless just because I'm like, they didn't do the loose change thing, you know. I'm like,
loose change.
They didn't do the donut penis. I'm like, you know, it's all wrong. It's all wrong.
It's all wrong. All right, don't write in. I'm gonna be so bad if you guys write in.
Write in if you try it. Don't write in with fake stuff. But if you write in the fork thing works, just write that. That's all you need to write.
Shit. I don't want to hear any of our precious patrons writing in about that stuff. I don't want to picture that with any of them. We
don't know what they look like, so we're not picturing it.
That's it. That's what they're going to remain. All right, guys, breaking news. EA has announced its completion of acquisition by... Hold on, I'm trying to get this timestamp for Lockmore ready. Fuck! Standby? There we go. EA announces completion of acquisition by PIF, Silver Lake, and Affinity Partners. I'm going to read this from statement. Wario put this out. Let's see. Redwood City, basically just saying it's all gone through. So this is, I'm trying to remember all these corporations, but EA, the big old mega giant gaming company, has now been sold to a bunch of different partners. I can read through some of this right now. Let's see here. Electronic Arts, a global leader in interactive entertainment, today announced that its acquisition by PIF, Silver Lake, and Affinity Partners, collectively the consortium, has successfully closed. The consortium's agreement to acquire EA was previously announced on September 29th, 2025, and was approved by EA stockholders at the special meeting of stockholders held on December 22nd, 2025. Quote, this moment recognizes the extraordinary people whose creativity, ambition, and passion have made EA one of the world's leading interactive entertainment companies, said Andrew Wilson, chairman and CEO of Electronic Arts. We're entering this next chapter from a position of strength with partners who share a vision and ambition. Together, we'll invest boldly, accelerate innovation, and build the next generation of games and experiences for hundreds of millions of players and fans who inspire us every single day. Having been a minority investor in the company for more than 5 years, we have a deep understanding of EA's unique platform. I guess the company is saying this. Massive global sports and gaming franchises and iconic IPs, said Tariq, I don't even know how to say this guy's last name, Alan Wazer, Deputy Governor and Head of International Investments at PIF. Entertainment and sports are key areas of strategic focus for PIF and are among the fastest growing and evolving sections around the world. Together, the consortium is uniquely positioned to be a long-term partner to EA's management team and driving sustained growth and innovation for EA and the industry. So this is just a bit more there. First reactions though, Gene, what do you got?
Sounds like shit. But I mean, at least for me personally, it doesn't really affect me. EA hasn't really made a game in a while that I really cared about. Battlefield was good, you know.
Do you like the Jedi games, like Respawns? I know you're not a Star Wars thing.
I love yeah, that's right. Like Colin and I share the exact same space that we're both so done with Star Wars, and we can't stop talking about how we're done with Star Wars, including right now. I totally get that. I did like Jedi Fallen Order quite a bit. That was the first one, right? Jedi Survivor is the second one. I keep trying to play that. The game is cool. The world is cool. I love the combat. I love everything about the gameplay is good. I think the story sucks. I can't continue the story. Like everything that's happening is so like boring and dull, and it's just like the characters are just written in such a strange way. There's like a time gap between Fallen Order and Survivor that just feels weird, and when the gang gets back together, it just feels weird. So I want to finish the game, but I can't feel motivated to, because there's just nothing in there that's really that exciting to me. And also, like, I'm just kind of done with the game design. Like, I feel like the puzzles in the Jedi games are just kind of shitty, like the platforming puzzles.
I'm trying to remember them all. It's been years since I've played through it.
Exactly, right? But then, like, none of them were like really that interesting or memorable. It's all just like, like, oh, Force pushed this ball into this hole and like find this platform and move this platform around. It's a lot of Uncharted stuff, and honestly, I don't really like Uncharted puzzles that much anymore. I think Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3 were fine and they were simple, but I don't like it when they start taking up like it's the same thing as like with God of War, like move this stuff to this stuff just to get to this area, and it's like that. These navigation puzzles just kind of start to bore me, especially since they all kind of start to feel the same. And Jedi games kind of do that differently because you can use your Jedi powers, but it's just really a different way to push and pull things or move things around. So it's just tough for me. But talented team and still a good game. Don't get me wrong; these are all pure nitpicks. We're going to Jedi Survivor, so there's that. Battlefield's cool. I pretty much lost all hope for BioWare. I think BioWare is RIP. Again, I enjoy Dragon Age Veilguard, but nothing about that game makes me excited for the next one.
You're never gonna get a next one.
Yeah. That's just not. This is not going to happen. And honestly, I'm not excited for Mass Effect at all. I know that Mass Effect is popular and beloved, and obviously I loved it too. I was a huge Mass Effect stan, but I think the story's done. I don't think it needs to be an IP. And and again, I keep saying this. People think that it's some kind of blockbuster IP. It really didn't sell all that well compared to the amount of resources and voice acting and length of the game that would be needed to justify it. That's why they haven't made the game yet, because it fucking sucks. Like you can't spend that much. It's just a huge risk right now to make a game that complicated and that big and sell as little as it did back then.
Yeah. So, with this, Saudi Arabia has another big chunk of a gaming empire, essentially. Yeah. They have SNK. Now they have EA. Very interesting, I guess.
Investing into wrestling. They're
investing in entertainment. Yeah, big time.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia is definitely like trying to like have this PR spin of like making their government and making them look great by investing in all these cool geek stuff like comics and video games and wrestling and music and stuff like that too. So, keep wary of that. They did chop up and murder my coworker. So there's that.
Trying to think. I think they have some investment in Nintendo as well.
Yeah, Nintendo too. Capcom too, I think.
Yeah, everywhere. A lot of companies.
Definitely Epic Games. It's everywhere.
Micah, any thoughts on this?
I'm, kind of similar to Gene. It's like I'm not the biggest buyer of EA games. Like I was looking at a list of recent releases, and it's like the Plants vs. Zombies, newest port was maybe the only thing I've bought from them recently. So it's like not a big enough customer for me to be like upset. I'm also not like, all right. It's one of those things I could be like, I dislike it, but I'm not some mega political person to be like, oh no, Jared Kushner now owns a piece of it. I don't really care, not on that level, when you dig down into like ethical consumption of goods and like the rabbit hole of trying to buy things, and it's just like almost impossible. So realistically, I don't buy a lot of their games in the first place, so not a big deal to me. But it's not ideal to have the the Saudi government buying a bunch of stuff. It's not ideal.
Sure, yeah. I mean, I guess we'll see what the future holds for this. Your microtransactions will continue, though. Definitely know that.
Oh yeah. EA is not going to suddenly become a good company.
No,
that's the thing. That's there's no real upside to anything other than Andrew Wilson. Congrats to him. He gets a huge payout.
Huge payout. Yeah.
So he worked it.
Yeah. So that just broke. So not a whole lot of other info besides that for now.
Yeah.
So we'll find out more as time goes on. All right, Mike. It's your day.
Oh, yes.
Fire Emblem Direct Day. It happened. You're a huge Fire Emblem fan. You watched it at the dentist office on your phone.
I did.
What did you think?
Overall impressions, more excited than I originally was. Still don't want them to be going in this direction, but it's okay.
What's the direction you want them to go?
I don't love that we're continuing with the kind of like school life features, and in Three Houses it was fine, but I was kind of like, yeah, but I don't want every Fire Emblem to be like this. And this isn't school life. Instead, it's that there's this big tournament. You'll have time in between the tournaments. You'll have choices on, spending time with your battle party members or going out and like leveling up. And then they'll have like exams that's coming from Three Houses. Like they'll have like these examinations they need to pass to become better class types and such. So the kind of bonus time in between stages and everything, I don't dislike it, but strictly for Fire Emblem, I'm like, I don't need this game to have the persona features. You know what I mean? I definitely prefer the more streamlined older Fire Emblem titles of maybe you can go level up between battles, but otherwise you're just going battle to battle and going about your day. I definitely prefer that style. I'm more excited for this, though, based on some of the things they showed, like the different class types. There's this cool, like, chariot class. I'm like, that's pretty dope. That looks cool.
The elephant, like riding an elephant or something. I was like, whoa.
They got a little bit more into the character backstories and made them a little more interesting. That's the other thing. I don't love choosing one of these characters and... because there's just some of them are more compelling than others. But
well, no, you don't have to choose.
Well, you can play the 4 stories concurrently, which I'm like, what?
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, man, I kind of like the idea of having to pick one and stick with it. But at the same time, I understand people are like, I don't want to have to replay the game 3 times to see everything.
But you kind of are, though. Each character is their own save file. So it's like you are just playing it 4 times, but you can be like, I'll get to this guy's chapter 3, let's say, and then get to this guy's. You're playing it like Octopath Traveler almost to say, like, I don't love the reveal of like, and by the way, like after this tournament thing that like we made you think that was the whole game, there's more.
Yeah, they're like, by the way, time skip, bitch.
Yeah,
like, I don't. Now here's your character. What is it called? The main protagonist. I'm gonna read this. I have a bunch like I have a list of the press release they put out.
Oh, good.
Enter the world set ablaze with turmoil. Will you face the demon god Balor on your own, or use the goddess's fortune time-traveling powers to change the fates of the 4 heroes? Assemble your forces and light a path towards Dagda's salvation. What a funny name. But I was like, oh, this is like 2 different games now.
That would have been a cool reveal when you finish the game.
I think that's just like the first half is the tournament thing.
Well, right, but it's like that would have been.
You're spoiling Fire Emblem.
Sorry,
man. Spoiling it. You're
sorry,
spoiling
man.
It. Stop talking about stuff in marketing material. That's all spoilers.
Blame
like,
Daddy Nintendo, listeners.
Yeah.
I wish they hadn't shown all that. I'm like, oh, geez, I kind of. here's the thing though, I wonder if I don't know if they took the feedback of people like myself being like the tournament doesn't seem very compelling, and then they're like, yeah, but there's going to be more, a lot
Yeah.
more, and it's like, well, you could have just told me that and not actually showed me. But
Yeah.
I don't know, because it's like, yeah, you know what, this isn't really the big deal. Then after this you got to fight God, and it's like, that's how it always is in these RPGs, man. That's how
Maybe
it
they were
always
like,
is.
we have to reveal the Byleth character or whatever. Because you don't
So
play as
anyways.
them for like the first half seemingly of the game.
No, you're playing as your choice of
Yeah.
4, and then you're gonna play as you and choose your party, I guess.
Mhm.
So I'll say that I'm more excited because of what they showed. They could have shown me a little less, that would have been actually preferable, but I am more excited about the like tournament part. They did flesh out the characters a little more. I'll play as the guy that kind of looks like Alucard probably.
Hell yeah.
He's not
Dietrich.
very compelling, but whatever. Well, like the little boy has the best story, but like the segment they showed of
My
him and
dad.
his kid friends, and I'm like, I don't want to listen to this voice acting like the whole.
My dad's in jail. Yeah.
Well, that thing is pretty compelling. He wants to free his father from prison. Like, all right.
Yeah. Here, let me
I would
read
try to
their
get my dad out of jail pending knowing
True.
what he did.
True.
Depending,
Let me read
you know.
their names and their kind of like backstory. Kai, from a peaceful village of Riberia, Kai sets out with his childhood friends to win the heroic games and save his imprisoned father. Dietrich, washing ashore after an attack from an enormous monster, Dietrich decides to slake his thirst for battle by competing in the heroic games with new allies at his side. Theodora, hailing from the kingdom of Samarius, Theodora leads her veteran retainers into battle to restore her honor for goddess, the loathed keeper of death and night, and defend the peace of her kingdom. And Lita, born into prestige and blessed with musical talent, Lita gives up everything to seek revenge against her father's murder. Dude, all the dads are getting fucked up in this game. With companions in tow, she enters the heroic games after learning that the killer will be fighting as well. From each hero story, you can travel through again to change the different path. Progression is saved for each of the heroes, so playing each story is parallel. It's also an option. So it's an option, it sounds like. It doesn't seem like it's required.
Oh, no, not at all. It's just one of those things like, yeah, you pick a character, play through their story, or you can pick a character, save, play as the other characters. But managing 4 storylines seems a bit much. So I'm definitely not going to do that. I'm just going to play it normal style and just pick a character and run with it.
I want to know what you think about this. This part of the trailer definitely took me by surprise. So I was like, what? Okay. They show a part where you can kind of, do some side activities, right? They showed like a side dungeon. You can go do some stuff. And when you're in there and you get into a combat skirmish, it's a turn-based RPG, not a grid-based one. I was like, oh, this is unusual. What did you think of that?
No, that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. And kind of like mixing with the formula because it was, I think it was Echoes of Valencia is the one where like when you had these little dungeon sections and it made it like first person. It was just very unique and interesting. So that's cool as kind of like a way to break up the gameplay. Of course, I love anything turn-based. So that sounds great to me, just to be like, oh yeah, there's a different way to kind of get some XP and level up and, break things up a bit. See, and this is why how do I say this? This is why I don't complain too much about the changes they make, because you don't get cool stuff like that without making, like, oh, maybe I don't love the school life stuff, but if they didn't try it, And so it's like, I'm open to them trying new things. I just have, my preferences. So that sounds great. And I'm definitely excited to check that out. This whole direct overall, I was very apprehensive of like, oh God, I don't know. I'm going to buy it no matter what. I'm going to play it. But I was feeling kind of lukewarm.
Yeah, you're an OG fan.
I just much prefer the older style. But they're definitely showing me things in this direct that I was like, okay, yeah, that looks pretty cool. I know I'm definitely more excited now than I was before.
Yeah, for my perspective, I've only finished 3 Houses before. That's the one I've ever finished. So I don't have. I've seen some of the older Fire Emblem games, but I haven't really spent time with them. So this isn't anything like disappointing to me, but it did get me a little more into it, I would say. The only thing I'm concerned about, and one thing I loved about Three Houses is, Micah, is you pick your house or whatever, right? And man, I've just learned to hate the other houses. I was Blue Lions, dude, and I was like, yo, fuck the Black Eagles, whatever the hell they're called. Fuck those sissy golden deers. We're gonna kill all those bitches. And I did. It was nice. But in this one, it seems like, hey, just play everybody. And I get that at one hand, but for me, that one anger and spite angle might be gone.
No, I
Maybe.
do want to pick a team and stick with it because for Three Houses, I picked the red team.
Black Eagles, yeah.
I liked that game,
simp team,
but the combat was the focus for me. The story was very, very secondary. I also just wanted to marry Hubert, so I picked that team. And then you're like, I'm going to kill all these people. Like, forget these guys, or they're toast. But yeah, we're going back kind of that format. Well, let's have tea time with our pals. All right, we'll do it. I mean, I highly suggest, like, for anyone who wants to get into Fire Emblem, the ones that are on NSO, the Game Boy Advance ones are great.
Yeah,
and, highly recommend checking those out.
What is it? Is it Path of Radiance? Is that the GameCube one? Is that on NSO? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah. Which one's okay? Let me double check. Yes, I believe that one is on there. And then the ones that I'm thinking of, Path of Radiance, and then the GBA ones, there's 3 of them, but only 2 of them are on NSO.
Okay.
And that is blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Okay, so just the first Fire Emblem, and then sorry, I can't get the screen to load. It's showing me it in Japanese. That's definitely not helpful. I can't read that.
Yeah. So
they're on there. They're on NSO. Just go.
Are you saying you're recommending them playing like Path of Radiance over other Fire Emblem games?
I would recommend starting with Fire Emblem, the Blazing Blade, and then the Sacred Stones, and then go to Path of Radiance. If you just want to get into it, those are simpler and the stories are better, in my opinion. And then go to the DS ones.
What about Awakening?
Awakening is the first one I ever played, and I loved it. It's great.
That seems to be the one that like broke the series open here.
It's amazing.
And I haven't played it, but I know people love that fucking game.
Oh yeah, and then also on 3DS, Echoes, Fire Emblem Echoes, Shadows of Valencia is a remake of an older game that's on 3DS. Also excellent.
Mm-hmm.
I have not yet played Fire Emblem Fates. I own it. That was one where they split it like Pokemon into 2 different ones. There's Conquest and Birthright. So I own Conquest. I just haven't gotten to it yet. But I mean, just if you have NSO and it's included in your membership, you want to check out Fire Emblem, go play the older ones. They're really good. You also, with the rewind feature for the Game Boy ones, you made a terrible mistake, just rewind it. And you
I don't
can
like
undo it.
The rewind feature in these games where you can like go back in time and stop stuff.
The features in the new ones, I don't mind it so much when they're like, it's an item you can use like once per battle. When they're if they're like once you have the crystal ball and you can use this. Didn't indicate that though. This just said at the end of your turn you can roll it back. So it seems like you can just do that whenever you want.
Then it's like Fire Emblem's like known for permadeath. So it's just like, what's the point of even doing permadeath if I can just do this the whole time?
I don't like permadeath, and the 3DS ones I always shut off permadeath. I don't want my decisions to be that important. Because I don't want to replay a whole battle because right at the end fucking Hubert died. Like I don't want to deal with that, man. I'm going to be honest. I'm not dealing with that. So, but in like the older titles, sometimes somebody dies and I'm like, too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, well, not replaying the whole battle because I can't get him back. But
I did like the aspect of like, they showed the world map, you can go around it. But of course, doing this like metaphor, time ticks down and you have a certain amount of time to do stuff in between.
Yes.
So you're going to have to pick and choose with certain things. And I always like aspects like that in RPGs. I think that's really cool. So I'm in for that. The dungeon diving, like we said, with the turn-based or like more traditional turn-based looking combat could be interesting. We'll see. I am envisioning it getting very boring very quickly, but like just the act of going in a dungeon, but we'll see. But yeah, they just showed like a bunch of the units and all that kind of stuff, explained them, showed some of the characters and their backstory. Just like a good overall intro to the game. And the game launches on September 17th. An annoying month for this to come out for me, but there it is.
Oh, what
Like
else could there be coming out that's more important than this?
There's nothing. Yeah. That's true. By the way, this is an $80 physical game, so keep that in mind as well. 70 digital. This is the second, I guess, $80 physical game from them that I can recall. Maybe they do like one a year. And this is this year's $80 game. So there you go. But Gene, yeah, you don't really have any interest in Fire Emblem whatsoever, so
Yeah, when you asked me if I watched the direct, I was like, "What direct?"
yeah,
This is
Gene didn't even know about it.
This is how tapped out I am of video game news and definitely Fire Emblem news. I don't play Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
I tried to play Three Houses, and realized it was very much a social like simulator, and I was like, you know what, I'm just not in the mood to boost relationship bars right now.
Man.
You know,
You're in the mood for Vandal Hearts. That's what you're in the mood for.
Oh, Vandal Hearts, hell yeah, dude.
All right, that's Fire Emblem Direct though. I definitely want to play it. Micah's going to be there day one, so of course we'll talk about it then. All right,
Yes.
Next up, little fun thing here, dude. This got leaked. Pokemon's teaming up with Krispy Kreme. This is this guy Snackolator on Instagram posted up these things about Pokemon donuts coming from Krispy Kreme. Micah, what do you think of these donuts right here?
Oh, they look so cute. I love the Pokeball made out of the
Mhm.
sprinkles. I gotta be honest though, because some of these look like the sprinkles might be like the super crunchy sprinkles. I'm not into that. Give me just regular
crunchers?
sprinkles.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like when you bite into a sprinkle and it's like an actual fucking pearl. Okay, like don't do that.
I get that.
But these look so cute. What is that? A little Jigglypuff? Is that the one?
Yeah, I like the Jigglypuff one. There's a Charmander one as well, and a Pikachu, of course.
Yeah, I like Krispy Kreme. Of course, I'm a Dunkin' Donuts, stan at heart,
yeah.
but I like Krispy Kreme just as well. I don't know where one is to go find these though.
I think you're gonna be able to buy these in supermarket.
Aha, yeah, Publix does sell Krispy Kreme. I have seen them there before.
Oh, let me read this. He wrote something down. He said, "These new donuts are coming soon. Could be this week, could be a little while yet. And while I don't have the flavors, I've got an early look at the donuts and their retail packaging going to grocery stores." So there you go. You could pick
All
one up at the
right.
grocery store maybe. If I see this, I'll pick it up.
If I see this, I'll buy it now. Because Colin, I think, would eat the plain ones. He's not going to eat the frosted. He would eat the plain glazed, and this box appears to have two plain ones.
Mhm.
I think he would eat those. Probably even not. He'd be like, I don't eat glazed, but whatever. I'm buying it.
Yeah. Gene, what do you think of these donuts?
I'm not a fan of yellow donuts. And there's one in Pikachu. But I do love Krispy Kreme. I don't know if I ever told the story, but in college, Krispy Kreme would host donut eating contests on campus in Cal State Fullerton, and the winner of the contest would just take home a free dozen. No, not even the winner. If you just participate in the donut eating contest, then you get a free dozen, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know what the winner got because I certainly didn't win. But finding out that you do get a free dozen just for participating, I actually went up on stage, and all this is the early 2000s, so like all the punk kids are like hype, like yeah, donut, whatever, And I sat there and I put my feet up on the table, and I took one donut and I started nibbling on it. And everyone started booing me because they knew that I was not actually like participating.
I'd boo you. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, I was an absolute villain. It was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew that I was getting a free dozen right after this, so I already won. It didn't matter.
That was the whole goal.
And then so I went back to my dorm with a free dozen. I was like, "What's up, boys? Let's dig in.
Let's party.
Let's spark up some bowls and dig in, baby."
Man, it's so funny. Like that. I think, Gene, that's maybe the era when Krispy Kreme started coming around here in like Southern California, I want to say. And I remember there was like such a fucking like weird fever about these donuts where people were like freaking out about Krispy Kreme donuts.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, they're fine. I'd eat Krispy Kreme donut, but like, let's calm down about this certain thing. They're not that good.
I was part of that craze. I'd be like, dude, you want to go Krispy Kreme? Let's go watch the machine.
Exactly.
You can just watch the machine. You can just watch them make the donuts.
I mean, that is cool.
It's cool. And you get super stoned and you just like watching and then like you gotta eat it right afterwards. Man, nothing's better than that. Come on.
Yeah, that is pretty good. You're right. If
That's
you're a
something I've
stoner,
never gotten to do was the hot donut off the conveyor belt. I've never gotten to do that because I've never gotten to just like go to a Krispy Kreme. We really up north, it's very rare to find them. Of course, it's like Dunkin' supremacy, and we love it.
It
And
is
then
Dunkin'
here,
supremacy where
though,
you at, yeah.
and then here, it's like, yeah, I see them in the grocery store, but it's like, I can't tell you where an actual Krispy Kreme is to go watch it and get the hot donut, when they got the sign lit up and all that. But they are very good. I'm not knocking them. They're very good. I'm also more of a cake donut person. So, like, I like those, like, dense cake donuts the best. Those are my favorites.
I got you. I'm all about the chocolate bars. You know what I'm talking about? Holy moly. So good, dude. Also, there's like the crumb glaze. It's like the glazed donut, but they have a bunch of crumbs on it too. Oh,
Good shit.
man, donuts go so hard. It's crazy.
Donuts
Growing
are
up,
great.
we wouldn't get birthday cakes. We'd actually just get boxes of donuts for our
Oh,
birthday cakes
really?
instead. Yeah,
Oh,
that was
that's
our
fun.
thing at our house. Yeah,
Yeah,
donuts
my
top tier.
mom, like, all through high school, when, like, maybe once or twice a week, she'd pick me up from school and we'd stop at Dunkin' on the way home. And I would usually get either a Boston cream or the blueberry cake donut, which is my all-time
Ooh,
favorite.
blueberry
But, like,
cake
we'd
donut.
usually stop at Dunkin' on the way home and she'd get a coffee, I'd get a donut. That was a fun little treat.
Yeah. I mean, look at this blueberry cake donut. I want to see this thing. Oh, yeah. I think I've had one of these before. Yeah, these are pretty
It's
good.
my fucking favorite. I also think I like the classics. I love a jelly donut, Boston cream, chocolate frosted with sprinkles. I love all the classics, but that blueberry cake, Mamma mia.
Yeah, man.
The
Donuts.
chocolate glazed. Now that's another
Oh,
favorite
that's
too.
crazy too. All right. Let's talk about what we've been playing before I start thinking about donuts more.
I know.
Gene, you were gung-ho to talk about what you've been playing. What do you got?
Yeah, well, I will start not with Splatoon Raiders, which I'm enjoying very much, but we can all segue and talk about that soon. But I will start by saying I am finally starting replaying Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the Nintendo Switch 2 edition. Have you guys checked it out yet?
No.
Oh,
Come on.
I can't replay that game. It's too big.
Come on,
it's too big of a game.
I played it twice. I've only played it twice. Only quote unquote only played it twice.
Only.
But technically I only played it once because the second time was New Game Plus, and the second time I did not pay attention to the story at all. I think I beat the game like around level 70 or 80 or something like that. So that's already like pretty high up. And then you can readjust your levels down. So the New Game Plus is challenging again. I just didn't do that. I just blazed through the New Game Plus with level 70, 80 because I wanted to get to the end because I want to grind my characters up to level 99. So I think my second run was only like 10 hours, skipping every single cutscene, skipping every single fight, basically just only fighting the bosses, that kind of stuff. What were you saying, Micah?
Well, no, just some of the cutscenes are literally like 20 minutes.
They're
some
long.
of the cutscenes in that game, it's like a Yakuza game. Like some of those cutscenes, you're just sitting there like, I haven't touched the controller in a half hour.
It's long, yeah.
Story.
The switch will fade out into
the rest mode thing. Yeah,
the rest mode thing. As you're just still watching the cutscene, you're like, oh, you got to jiggle sticks to keep it from sleeping. So this is the second time. This is technically the second time I'm actually like doing the story, and I'm actually de-leveling myself now, so I'm actually giving that a shot. Also, because when you de-level, you get bonus XP, and this is how little I sometimes explore these Xenoblade games. I didn't know that you can just trade in the bonus XP for like some really, really rare items and crystals, including a third accessory slot for your characters, which is huge. That's awesome.
Yeah, jeez.
I don't know if it matters because like I'm already level 99, but like, it's so fun to optimize an RPG, right? So that's what I'm working on. I'm really having fun wandering around, but man, Switch 2 upgrades are gorgeous. The original game was like 720p docked, but like upscale from 540p. I think the handheld version was way lower than that, definitely like around 480. So it just looks really, really blurry and muddy. Never mind the performance, which the performance wasn't even that bad, actually. I feel like it performed pretty well at a pretty good 30 frames per second clip. And that looked good, but like it was at the cost of the fidelity and the resolution. So now with 60 FPS And I haven't watched the Digital Foundry. I don't watch Digital Foundry anymore, so I can't tell you the numbers. But it's supposedly 4K, or at least supposed to look like it. It doesn't matter. It looks really good. Really looks really sharp. It looks like I'm playing a new game. That's the crazy thing. I only reached the first nation of Gormat. So if you don't know, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I think it probably has the most interesting world out of the whole series. And this is coming from someone who thinks 1 is the best one. I love the world in 1, where
Yes.
it's against 2 titans, right? But in 2, it's like each nation is its own titan. And each nation in the English dub, and we'll talk about the English voice acting in a bit. In the English dub, each nation has its own denomination of culture from Europe, which is so cool and so creative. And the blades, which are basically the summon characters, or espers for Final Fantasy VI heads out there. These are like the magical creatures that assist you in fights. The blades always have American accents, which is so interesting. And what is that actually saying? I haven't really thought about it. I just think it's pretty cool. But like this is the game with the best combat system. It feels crunchy. It's kind of the most dynamic one. I love the auto attack cancel that they still retain. So if you don't know, Xenoblade Chronicles are auto attack games. When you enter combat, everyone just starts attacking your basic attack regularly, and then you're building up the meter that way. But in Xeno 2, if you attack and you cancel out and you just do a little step, you jiggle the step, you can just do the first attack over and over again. And that's like probably the quickest way to build up your meter, to do your quote unquote arts, your abilities, to do more damage. And doing the arts will help you build up more meters. And the combat system is pretty complicated, and I'm not even sure I completely understand it completely, but
It gets so insane when you get like the orbs and everything, and like you got to memorize like the color patterns.
Yeah, the orbs and different level of the arts and the fusions and
Yes.
the different like I have to remind myself of that again. I have to, there's a YouTuber NEL who does amazing, very easy to understand guides of Xenoblade systems and combats throughout all the series, and he definitely has a definitive Xenoblade 2 combat guide. So look him up if you want some tips, because I have to do that, because in New Game Plus, the game does not tutorialize you again on all that stuff.
I mean, it's a bad tutorial anyway.
And bad tutorial. See, it's like the thing I hate about the Switch to upgrade is that they didn't give us more fucking save slots. It's just a one save slot. I would love to actually just play the new game raw again. I just want to start, like, it'd be interesting to just re-experience the whole game again, and then you get those tutorials, because I do think that they updated the tutorials this time, but I don't know how they did it, because I'm just not seeing it now.
Well, I remember originally, Gene, that because I think this is the game where you can't actually view the tutorial again. Yeah, because it's like playing it the first time. The reason why I had to go on YouTube to find explanations of the in-depth battle system was because the game shows you once, and then there was no in-game encyclopedia to see it again and to understand the combat, which is genuinely complicated.
It's complicated.
And then you have to go on YouTube and watch tutorials, because the game will not show you again.
It's definitely the best system. It's definitely, I don't know what, I don't want to say it's the most complicated, because Xeno X is actually pretty damn complicated too. But I feel like that one's actually even easier to understand than like the relationship between your character, your team members, and the blades, and how they all interact with each other. There's a lot going on. But yes, now there is a backlog of tutorials that you can access too. I haven't really looked at that, because I'm actually just kind of having fun, just relearning the game on my own. The world is beautiful. Gormont is the first like open area in there, so I'm just exploring that, and it just looks phenomenal. It really looks like I'm playing a remake of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Like, it looks like a fucking new game. It looks like a modern game. It looks as good as like Final Fantasy 14 now. Just beautiful. Like you can see so far into the distance. The music is amazing. The voice acting. So I really wish, and I know this was a high ask, but I do wish that they took the time to redub the voices. And as far as I know, I think there's only one character whose voice actor passed away, and turns out he gave the best performance. It's Chairman Bana, the evil Nopon at the beginning of the game. His performance is A plus. Don't need any changes. Just keep that in preservation. But it would have been nice if they brought the cast on to redo some of the lines, especially the beginning, because it's the same voice director for Xenoblade 3, and Xenoblade 3 has phenomenal voice acting, some of the best voice acting I've ever heard. So it's probably not a fault of the voice direction, or maybe they just learned how to do it better in 3. It feels like 2 was just rushed out to make it so that they can push Xeno 2 out for the launch year of the Switch 1, and to great effect. It's still the best-selling Xenoblade Chronicles chapter yet. But it's too bad that they couldn't redo some of the lines, because mostly the issue is with Rex and Pyra, the two main characters of the game, and they come off a little flat when Rex is supposed to be fighting something. He's screaming this war cry, and it just kind of sounds like he stubs his toe, like burning sword, and it's just not there. And then Pyra sounds like very like nonchalant, and she's just kind of like hanging out or whatever like that. So but then the voice acting gets like way better like once you're like 30% into the game and like things start popping off. But that's not always the case though, because to get to New Game Plus, I was actually at the end of the game in my second run. So I was like, oh, I actually have to beat the last boss to earn my way into New Game Plus. Again, there's only one save slot, right? So to activate New Game Plus, I beat the last boss, and then the dialogue between the main characters and the last boss, the voice acting is just not great either, too. And it's like, this is the last final battle. Like this is hugely epic. Like the scale of this is amazing and incredible and everything. And the voice acting just isn't there. And these are all talented voice actors too. So it's like something went wrong where they just weren't communicating the right emotion. So I'm playing the game in Japanese, long story short. And it's so much better. Pyra sounds like she's like definitely like wistful, like she wants to get to Elysium, the heavenly place that is the ultimate goal of the game. Rex feels curious and mournful and excited and determined. Like these are all his characteristics, and it just pops up more in the Japanese emotion. But my only regret is, of course, Nia, the cat girl. She's got an amazing Welsh voice actor, and like it was always good, even in the original one, and that's just gone. She's just a typical anime cat girl, Japanese girl, just like, and it's cute, but it's just like not quite as special as the Welsh voice acting. And like again, the European voice acting really, really gives that game like such a huge flavor. So it's like I'm still like in a debate on like whether I want to go back to the English dub, because it's like, yeah, the English dub is like mostly bad and it kind of ruins some of the moments. And I've never heard the Japanese dub, so it's like I think I want to do that. But it's like I miss the English dub because it reminds me, Brad, of like the early. Like, it feels like the last game to really have this like late 90s, early 2005 voice acting.
Sure, yeah.
Like that's just the last game. That was the last game to like ship out of that era. They're like, okay, we're done. We're not going to do this anymore, but this is the last game that you get that sounds kind of like this, and the voice mixing sounds like a little bit like off, like very mono and everything like that.
Where it's like incredibly inferior to the Japanese.
It is, yeah. And the Japanese voice acting sounds layered and like complicated, and like they're hitting all these highs and lows. So it's like it's tough. But I'm really, I think I would commit to the Japanese voice acting. It sounds amazing. I just missed the European vibes of it, definitely. And of course, like when you play Xenoblade 3, like the voice acting there is incredible. So you want to keep that consistent. But I just never played in Japanese. And, I've been watching a lot of anime, definitely the Evangelion lately. I don't watch Evangelion in English dub. I love the voice actors and the English voice actors for Evangelion. But, Evangelion is just primarily a Japanese property for me. So I'm already pretty much in the mode to listen to Japanese and read some subtitles. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Cool.
So that's been amazing. And if you are a Xenoblade fan, definitely pick this one up. If you played Xenoblade 2 before, don't hesitate. It definitely feels like a new game. Feels so refreshing. I absolutely love it. But yeah. Any other thoughts on Xenoblade 2?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out. I saw something about like changes they made to the game, because there are some like alterations.
Yeah, they added a new blade, Momo, who's from Xenosaga. And I don't know. I actually haven't paid attention to what the changes are. I just wanted to kind of re-experience the base game. And I haven't played Torna ever. the DLC.
Oh,
I did
really?
not play
Okay.
that,
I didn't know
no.
that either. Yeah.
Yep. I never played it either. Everyone says that it's amazing. And I did play, like, I did start it, but I just never finished it because I was just like, I'm just not in the mood for Xenoblade right now.
It was just, you get to the end of that game and it's just like, that was a lot of game.
It's a lot
And
of
I was
games.
just like, it's like getting to the end of a buffet and you have the dessert even, and they're like, we got another dessert room if you want. I'm like, everybody says it's great, but I'm just gonna go back to my car and go home. Like, it's just too much. It's
but
just
it's been
too
enough
much.
time.
Like,
it's definitely been enough time. So I plan to do the intended route of playing the game through, I think, chapter 6 or chapter 7, and I think that, like, either one is like a really good time to start the DLC. So I'm gonna try to do the intended route, and I'm gonna play it all in Japanese, baby. So it should be an interesting time.
Because I'll say too, Xenoblade 1 is still my favorite so far. I still haven't played 3 yet. But part of it is I definitely got more attached to the characters and like their little catchphrases and everything. Like I could rattle off some catchphrases from 1. I can't think of a single one from 2. Like I could be like, it's Rhine time, let's get stuck in. Let's not lose our heads though. Like I can just, but in Xenoblade 2, it's like I got nothing. I liked it, well enough, but I can't say that I got as attached. Like Nia was the best. She was the best.
Nia is the best. Nia is absolutely the best character. I mean, Nia is absolutely the best thing about part 2. In general, her story, her character, her voice performance, like everything about that is perfect. Rex does say, "I'll show you a thing or 3." That's his battle cry every time the battle starts. Like he always says that. So
yeah.
That's a slogan. I do miss hearing the English voice acting, like just being repetitive over and over again in English, like as the combat goes. Like people get annoyed by that, but like if you're a Xenoblade fan, like that shit's just like ASMR to you.
There's something funny about it too.
Like it's funny, but it's kind of like it gives you like this arcade feeling. You're just hearing Hadouken and Shoryuken over again. Like it's just kind of cool. I like that. It just feels like you're like lively and arcadey, and all these effects are going off. I love that shit about Xenoblade. So
yeah, I'm looking at some of the changes here. The addition of the Merc Assault mode, where players can control blades during Merc missions. Blades are no longer required to be equipped with to a driver in order to use field skills, with the exception of using field skills at collection points. This also excludes any blades currently on a Merc mission. And when a field skill activates on a collection point, the collection will now spawn together rather than in progressive groups. The player will gain movement after the first field skill activation instead of after all the collectibles have been spawned. So it just sounds like they cleaned up some of that. They streamlined it a little bit. So that's very good. Sure. I fucking hate that shit.
The blades abilities, you always have to have the blades equipped on you. Just to be able to fucking jump and shit like that. Like that's literally the worst part of the game.
That was so annoying. Because too, it's random. You have to actually get the right blade that has that field skill, and then you have to send them out on the missions to level them up. Because they might not have the skill by default. They're the right type of blade, but they need to level up to get that skill. And you might just get stuck sometimes because it's like, I need to double jump and I don't have the right blade. And you got to go find it.
The worst part of the game. The worst part of the game. I don't know why they designed it like this, but you don't need to have the blade equipped anymore. If you just had the blade in general, you can just double jump. It's fine. Totally cool. And it just happens like right on the screen. You just press A and boom, like you're unearthing shit, you're jumping, you're doing all kinds of cool shit. So thank goodness. I don't know why it took fucking 9 years to fucking make that update. Like I wish they I get it. Monolith Soft, you're very productive. You've been making banger games throughout the Switch 1 years. So thankful for you, but I wish you guys updated Xenoblade 2 a little bit earlier with that shit, because that would have been nice.
Oh,
but we got it now.
Yeah, they added new styles of apparel for Pyra and Mithra, which can be toggled from the game settings menu.
I can't imagine. Are they showing more butt cheek than before?
Hopefully,
man. That's one thing too. Like I know that Pyro is basically wearing like booty shorts, and like her little diamond isn't really a thong, but it's just meant to look like a thong, right?
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
But like it definitely looks like a thong, and like I can't stop looking at it, man. I'm sorry.
They're like, not only to They're weird booty shorts because they're like ultra low. It's like top of the butt is like out rather than like the bottom. Because like I was out the other day and I saw a young woman wearing shorts so short that the bottom of her butt was out. All right, but this is the opposite. It's like this is the opposite where the top of the ass is out. It's just like, and then there are so many Gooner bait like cut scenes in that game where it's like she's like I don't know, laying down and the boobs are out. Like I don't know, man. It's one of those games that if you're a straight woman such as myself, you're like, I'm not here for that. And let me just get through this cutscene.
Where's the old guys?
Where's the old men? Where are they?
Older, bigger men. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Going from 1 to 2 must have been such a strange tonal jump.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, it's like in 1, there's like the hot girl character, but she wasn't that hot.
Charlotte.
She wasn't that hot. Yeah, Charlotte was supposed to be attractive. Charlotte but she wasn't like though. This.
But it wasn't like fan service shots that I remember from 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. The reason why I had to canonize or like make myself like okay with the way Pyra is dressed is that she's basically like a god. She's basically like a goddess.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I'm sure you're okay with it, Brad. Like I'm totally okay with it too. But like for me, like immersion wise, like she's a goddess, and goddesses tend to be naked, so it's like, okay, that's fine, whatever.
So be it.
Yeah, so be it.
So be it.
Who am I to say it? But then it's like you got Rex in his dumbass little outfit. I'm like,
I know he does look like shit. His outfit.
It's the thighs. It's really the fact that like you see his thighs and like his bodysuit like only stops at his thighs too.
Yeah.
Like I wish like and like his diving suit covers that shit up, and it's like, can I just have the diving suit? I don't want to see this boy's thighs all day. Like it's crazy.
Oh, I forgot about going diving for stuff. Yeah, that's fun too. That is
the
fun.
diving stuff is pretty cool. So.
Yeah.
You get stupid thighs. I just googled it.
Stupid ass thighs.
Yeah, you really just have to get over some shit. You know, like trust me. If for people who are put off by Xenoblade Chronicles 2, I get it. I totally get it. I'm there. I've been there too. But play the game. The story is amazing. But like it gets really good.
Well, what about play 1 or 2 first for them?
Oh, play one first for sure. Absolutely.
Because the combat system is so simplified. Like if you play 2 first and you're not all about the story and the combat's really complicated, you might just bounce right off of it. 1 to me has really likable characters and just a very simple combat. Just really easy to get into.
Although it is interesting that 2 is a lot of people's first Xenoblade because they played it on Switch 1 and then they probably went back to 1 definitive edition, which is not a bad way to play it too, honestly. I think that's actually a pretty decent way to play it, but I would say 1 is definitely the way to go. So
yeah.
It definitely, as Micah said, the learning curve will be nice for you. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, don't play X unless you really want a really, really deep side quest game.
Oh God.
That's not part of this. That's not part of the trilogy. So
spin-off thing, yeah.
Yeah, it's a spin-off.
And we got the other one coming out. What was it called again? Is it
Xenoblade Genesis? I have not even seen the trailer for it. I know that they ride horses. So yeah, again, back to my Spider-Man brand new day thing. You know, I get it. If you don't want to see a trailer for something, I haven't seen the trailer for Xenoblade Genesis. But if you guys start talking about what's in the trailer, I'm not going to start yelling at you for spoiling it. That's the thing, you know.
It's a Nintendo show. We're going to talk about it, especially for the first trailer. I'm not talking about a launch trailer or anything.
Yeah, I'm excited for that game. It's something where it's like they're trying something different, and maybe we won't end up liking it as much. Who knows? But I'm very excited about it. Like that was one that I saw that title pop up, and I was like, all right, I got to get to 3. I simply must get to 3. Maybe that'll be my Christmas
December
game.
Is when the Switch 2 version comes out, I believe.
I already own it though, right?
I know, but do you want
I'm not spending any more money.
It's like $10 to play.
I'm not spending more money. I already bought it, Bradley.
Okay.
That money is for Bob's Red Mill protein oats.
Okay. As you must. All right. Gene, anything else?
No, that's about it. Yeah, and the next game I've been playing is I've been finally playing Splatoon Raiders.
Yes.
My goodness. This is also Game of the Year.
It's so good, man. It's so fucking good.
I Was not that interested in it. I was like, oh, a Splatoon solo game, cool. You know, I like the solo campaigns of the Splatoon games, but they're not that special, right? Boy, was I wrong. I think the level design. I'll get the negatives out of the way first. The level design of some of these levels aren't really that exciting. They're definitely different biomes. Here's a snowy level. Here's a volcano level. Here's like the rocky level. Like it's not that colorful, unfortunately. I think that's one thing. It's for some reason very Gears of Warsy in terms of how it looks. Very post-apocalyptic. And if you don't know, Splatoon is a post-apocalyptic world anyway, so fits with that. And I do agree with everyone that the music isn't like amazing.
Right.
Not great.
I don't know why they decided to focus it on like this weird atmospheric, like warbly, like you know, and like just
What do you think? You're Breath of the Wild or something like with that?
right? Yeah, it's very like atmospheric as opposed to like you know, like shit, man. I want to pop some fucking baddies and like shoot some paint and like it's. You know, the paint is so colorful, so it's like, where's the pop and the punk and the cool J-pop? You know, like Splatoon is known for his music, and you know, and we're hanging with Shiver and Fry. You know, the what the fuck is their group called again? Micah? Deep Cut. They're Deep Cut. You know, and the music is dope. And none of that is in this game. And I thought like, oh, maybe it's just the first few levels, and they build it up, right? Like it gets really cool. No, it doesn't. Like I feel like I'm towards the second half of the game. I'm like level 30 now. So I haven't really been grinding the game that much. I've been kind of taking it slow, but I've definitely been playing every day. But I thought that the music would liven up towards the end of the game. Like, oh no, it's just gonna build up and it's gonna be fucking heavenly. No, that hasn't really happened yet too. So we'll see. The music sounds really good, like in the hideout and like when you're hanging out and like upgrading your stuff. Like that's like where the Splatoon energy is, you know? When you're hanging out with Shiver or you're hanging with Fry and you're upgrading your equipment. So those are, I think, the two biggest quote unquote flaws of this game. Otherwise, man, like the game is like a live service game. Nintendo saw what live service games are, and it's like, oh, what if we took out all the parts that people don't like microtransactions? What if like we just put everything in the game? What if people don't like incremental boosts to your power? What if we made them very clear? Like when you get this new upgrade, it's going to be like a 15% damage or like 20% damage. Like really, like delineated tiers of upgrades and progression. That's very clear and easy to understand. What if every single time you play the game just rewards you? This is the anti-marathon. You know, I can't play a marathon because when I play for an hour and I lose, I literally accomplish nothing, and I walk away from the game feeling bad. Again, I know Brad loves my marathon, so I'm not gonna debate the quality.
Yeah, it's just a different type of game. That's all.
Yeah, it's just a way different type of game, and it's just not the kind of game for me. I just don't want to play a game and just not have anything done. You know. Meanwhile, in Splatoon Raiders, you know, even if you lose a raid, and I've lost quite a few, so some of these raids get pretty intense. You're still leveling up your progress bar. You're
still making progress.
You're still making progress. You're gaining levels, and each time you gain a level, you even gain increase in damage, speed, and all that shit. Really, really cool. So it's like every single time, like it's a great podcast game. It's a great game to just listen to on the back, like listen to shit on the podcast, and you know you're just like jabbing along and just shooting some salmonoids and or salmonids, and didn't mean to be racist to salmonoids on there.
Sorry about that.
But you're blowing you're blowing away some salmonids. And it's just low pressure fun, and it's like, oh, I lost. Okay, great. I'll just do it again. And you know, I'm doing these solo, and it's interesting that I can call for help on progressing levels, but I'm locked to like 30 minutes at a time. Right? That's what happens. You can't keep calling for help for every single level. You gotta play some of the game yourself, or you can jump on and hop on and everyone else. And if you want to play multiplayer that way, that's great too. And so that's another great way to just level up. No pressure, low pressure. Just so much fun. But yeah, the game, I'm sure you guys have described it already, but like I'm surprised at how the game feels like a mixture of like Destiny and like Diablo and Vampire Survivors.
Yeah. It kind of has this weird like roguelite feeling to it as well, but it's not a roguelite.
Not a roguelite at all. Yeah. Not a roguelite.
But it's like the one more run kind of feeling I get from that game.
Might as well. And the runs are really short, so and there's a variety of different runs. There's a raid. And Micah, like I think the reason why we like the game is because it's kind of like a fucking Gears of War horde mode, man. right?
Yes. You know, like one thing that for me is missing is like I do wish there was just like an endless mode of like because like in Gears it's like getting to like wave 50, like is the goal, and it's like I do
Right, yeah.
wish that some of the raids were even longer. Like give me like
Mhm,
a 20-minute raid, dude,
Mhm.
and like see how long I can survive,
mhm,
because the variety in the stages is definitely part of what keeps it so engaging. There are some of the raids are like wicked short. Some of them
mhm,
it's like there's a lot of verticality and you got to figure out like which gadgets, and abilities work best with that.
yeah,
Other ones are like multi-stage, and so you
mhm,
got to like maintain your lives and everything. But like one thing for me that I do wish it had was like a really long raid mode where it
mhm,
was kind of like horde and you're surviving like as long as you can, and the salmonids get more and more challenging, start with the small fry and like they just keep coming. That
yep,
would be one thing for me that'd be like icing on the cake, because
mhm.
otherwise I'm having like a fucking blast with this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the enemy variety is so great.
Yes.
And like the encounter variety is so great. Like you said, some of them are just like battles. Some of them like you have to navigate an arena or a stage. I just played one last night where there was almost no enemies, and like it's just a race to the end to kill the enemy at the end to get the power balls to
I'm
fill it up.
stuck on that one. I don't know how to do it fast enough.
It's tough. It's tough. Like it took
Mhm.
me about 3 tries. So I'm with you there. You just got to keep spraying and gliding along. You just got to keep doing that. It's a platforming challenge, which is fun. Um, so I'm kind of checked out in the story. I haven't read that because again I'm listening to like YouTube videos like as I'm playing it. Shiver is very very horny. I'm totally with you, Micah. I don't know why she has to sit on the treasure chest like that, as you said last week.
It's so
And
weird.
I was like, I don't know what Micah's talking about, and I saw that I was like, oh, that's exactly what Micah's talking
Yeah.
about. Okay.
And her
Uh,
cutscenes too, she's just like, I don't know, like right up in your face, and like she's got her
Weird.
fan. It's like she's just very I don't
I was
know.
like, are you drunk? Like,
Just a
just
little
back off,
uncomfortable.
man. Like, yo, like I just met you and everything, Uh, she's like throwing her hips around. Like, I get it. I totally
Yeah, she's
understand.
also got like super low cut shorts.
Mhm.
It's Pirate's fucking pants again. Like, yeah, the top of the butt might as well be visible in that. Like, it's just like all hips mostly. You're just covering barely enough, and it's insane. And I totally understand. Like Nintendo knows what they're doing.
Oh,
With this
yeah,
one,
because they didn't give them boobs. There's no boobage in
no
the
Right.
boobs.
Splatoon universe. There's no boobage, but
Yeah.
they gave
There's
them some
cake.
hips.
There's
But they
cake.
got
There's cake.
hips for miles. Yeah. I do understand that Fry. I think we talk about how she looks. I think she looks pretty cool, but they definitely made her like the Goblin Girl.
She grows on you. Like the more time
She's
you
cute.
spend with her, she kind of grows on you. But my first reaction was like, "Fuck! Like what'd they do to the
Who's
brown
this
one?
freak? Yeah.
Jesus! Like why?
Yeah.
Why? Why'd you do this to Brownie over here?" But the more you get to know her and you unlock some of her like pages,
It's a
in the
life
thing that you
lesson.
get, and some of those like shots, like some of that art of her is really cool. So it's
Mhm.
like she grows on you in turn, like even like looks wise, and like okay, yeah, she's kind of cool, but at first glance, it's like man, you gave her like every rotten feature you could.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's Nintendo, just being like, don't judge a book by its cover kind of thing. Teaching
Mhm.
those young Japanese kids not to be afraid of different people. They may look horrible, I guess, but they got a heart of gold. That's what they're saying.
But you're right though. Fry has grown on me. And I didn't really like her all that much in Splatoon 3 either. Big Man's okay.
Okay. Just
Oh, he's
okay? Come
funny.
on, man.
He's all right. He's all right.
Come on,
I'm not like
dude.
the
He's
biggest fan.
tight.
Yeah. I got no issue with him. I think he's cool too.
All
So,
right.
but Fry definitely grows on you. She's quirky and she's fun. But yeah, I'm just surprised at how good this game is. It just comes out of nowhere. A lot of reused assets. Very simple game. So easy to understand. Oh my god! Like the
Yep.
onboarding process is very 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 so smooth. This is like one of the best onboarding processes I've experienced in a game like this in a long time. Um, and you just get new upgrades. I'm getting new weapons. My favorites are definitely the katana sword and the double ones because you can the double the
Yeah.
akimbo Uzis because you can do a little dodge roll, so it just becomes like a Souls like all of a sudden. Just kidding. Um, but Yeah, it's just so fun, and in fighting. And the interesting thing with this one is that I am a Splatoon player that plays with gyro. I always
I
play
do
with
too.
gyro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No,
I think it's the
can't
best
do
way
it.
to play Splatoon multiplayer, because it's the best way to just like cover things accurately and as much as possible. But with Splatoon Raiders, I'm actually playing with regular you know shooter controls with the right thumbstick, controlling the camera.
Yeah,
because again, it's lower stakes. I don't really feel like I need the goal isn't really to cover the ground, which I think gyro helps more. I think with being able to aim with the stick, I'm actually doing it better. I'm actually doing a better job, like actually shooting the enemies with this stuff. So it's been kind of fun to learn how to use that, and it's relaxing. It's kind of exhausting to use gyro all the time, so it's nice to be able to. Yeah, so it's nice to have been able to just get used to it. So I actually reinstalled Splatoon 3, and I think I might try to play some matches of that in the regular control mode. See how that goes.
It's so funny, dude. Getting back into Splatoon 3 now.
Yeah, well, I love Splatoon 3. I played maybe 150 hours of it, and I could have played more of it, but just get tired of it after a while. But and I guess Splatoon 3 is the one with the better music. It's got the brighter vibes. It's the one in the city. So we'll see. But good times on the Switch too. I'm having a lot of fun. As people know, I've been playing mostly PC games for the past few months since I got my new PC. But it's been nice to have pretty much a lot of excuses to return to the Switch too, and that's been great. So it's really the go-to combo for gaming, man. Have a PC and have a Switch too. That's about it. I tell you, man, my PS5 is collecting dust like crazy right now.
Are you gonna play Wolverine, do you think?
Of course I will. I will play Wolverine. I heard something interesting about the game that I'll tell you guys offline later.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll definitely play Wolverine. Wolverine will get played. I wanted to play Saros, but I wanted to play it on PC. I don't want to play it on PS5.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna happen though.
Yeah, well, so much for that though. So I'll probably have to get Saros sooner or later. Probably get on physical, since it's going to be one of the last Sony first-party physical games, which just sucks. So that's where it is.
Okay. Any other games you want to talk about, Gene, or is that it?
No, that's pretty much it.
Cool.
Final Fantasy 14 is on Switch 2 now.
Yep, it is on Switch 2. I might get a code for it. I might. So if I do, I'll report on it on the show.
I'm excited to hear about it. I hear that it runs pretty good in handheld, like on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, so that's how I'm going to try it.
That's the whole point of having the Switch 2.
It's like
having it on the Switch 2, it makes it mighty tempting to play it again, but we'll see.
Yeah, I got to do it the real test.
Get back into it, Gene.
Sit on the toilet and play it. See how that goes. That's the real test.
I think I'll wait to hear from Brad before I dive in. That's for sure.
Yeah. So we'll see. Cool.
Because you played 14 all the way through, right? You're done with 14.
Yeah, I'm caught up. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Mike, what have you been playing?
Oh, no. So just Splatoon Raiders. I will say Colin had asked me if I was going to get into Final Fantasy 14. I'm like, no.
No, it's not a Micah game.
No.
Well, that, and I'm just like, I just can't adopt a second life right now. I can't. But Splatoon Raiders has completely taken over my life, because I was going to go back and finish a run of that visual novel that I mentioned, Cafe Enchanté. And I've just been completely distracted. I haven't booted that game up all week. I've just been doing Splatoon Raiders. One of the things I really like is that some of the raids, after you've done them, it unlocks like a spicy mode, it's called. So the raid's more challenging. And that's just an interesting way to, replay it and get more, XP and whatever you need, materials. But it is different. It is altered. You're not replaying it exactly the same. Right. So, I'm loving that. We've really kind of talked about it quite a bit already on this episode.
Yeah.
My favorite weapons are the blasters. I really like, it's like popping paint at people. I hate the paint roller. Every time I get a paint roller as a reward, I get so upset.
No, trash the paint roller. I'm not a fan. I get it. Obviously, it's fun, but
well, the rollers make the most sense for multiplayer because they cover so much. The paint roller kid in Splatoon Online, the paint roller is the equivalent of the medic in Overwatch. All right, they're really focusing on covering ground. Everyone else is shooting each other.
Support
You
role,
do
yeah.
damage with them, but like the paint roller kids are covering ground like fucking crazy. And I never was a paint roller kid in the first place. I really just was like, no, none of that. So like the blasters are my favorite. I pretty much am like scrapping everything else that I get. I really like that you can upgrade the weapons like up to like 5 additional levels. So like if you get like a level 26 weapon, you can pay, materials to upgrade it. 26 plus 5 is what it'll say. So if you have a gun that you really, really like, or if you keep getting rewards that aren't your type of weapon, but you need to level up, you can do so for several levels. And then hopefully you'll get another gun in the style that you like, later on. So that's a feature I super enjoy just because I have some bad luck and I keep getting paint rollers and paint brushes. And I'm like, I don't want any of these. I don't want any of those. I just want the blasters. And they seem to be like few and far in between. But with the level like upgrade system, you can keep your favorite weapon a little bit longer and keep using it. I like too the features of upgrading, yourself and your like gadget strength and all that, like separately. Like you choose what you want to upgrade: gadget damage, weapon damage, gadget slots, so I've gotten really into the gadgets and adding more and more slots so you can have more and more, the add-ons to them, higher damage, bigger spread, all that type of stuff.
The build possibilities in this game are amazing, actually.
Oh, exactly. And two, as you upgrade your different tanks, then you get to kind of like, you can mix and match the gadgets a little bit more. So I have my favorites. I love the splatolites, the paintballs that go around you. That's my favorite. I hate when I don't like play with that tank because it's like, it just makes it so easy to glide around. The hatchet one is great. I am someone who I get kind of locked into my favorites and then I don't check out the other cool stuff. The game encourages you though, because there were some of the dungeons where it's going to say like, oh, you get another treasure if you complete it with the other 2 tanks. So it definitely kind of breaks me out of my shell and makes me try new things. But I gotta be honest, like my default setup is the best. Is the best. Can't be beat.
Okay, cool. I have not played more Splatoon Raiders because I've been playing other stuff. I do want to get back to it, though.
Man.
But I did play through Crash Bandicoot 1 for the first time.
That was fun.
And it was fucking brutal. Dude, I was like crashing out on that fucking
bridge
game.
levels.
That game is hard, dude.
Yeah. And the hitboxes are off in that version more compared to the original. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. It was brutal for me. But I did beat the game, and I'm happy I did. I'm trying to fill up these blind spots I have. A lot of like older PS1 platformers, like Spyro 1 I beat recently as well. But I did beat Crash Bandicoot good. At the time, though, Mario still wipes the floor with that little Bandicoot. It's not even close, but
how dare
still a good game. I still enjoyed it overall. And I played a little Crash 2, and Crash 2 seems good. I think it seems like better compared to 1. So that's nice. And the other game I played was I played through all of Beast of Reincarnation. And it is okay, I would say overall. I beat it last night completely. Basically, if any listeners don't know, it is a new game from Game Freak, who are the Pokemon developers. They made a brand new game, a third-person action-adventure game. That takes place in seemingly kind of like a Japanese area. But the game is, I like the game, but it's not a game I could recommend to people unless you are like, maybe Gene, I could say like, hey Gene, it reminds me of Nier and Stellar Blade, but it's just not as good as either of those. It's worse. But if you want that kind of thing, like, it wears like that inspiration on its sleeve. I think with like the music, especially, you hear, you're like, oh yeah, they're going for a Nier vibe. But basically, yeah, you are this girl who goes around with a little cool dog, and you get a bunch of fights. The whole thing is you have these kind of like plant powers you can use in combat, and through traversal as well. Like you can, instead of like a normal double jump, you jump and branches start like go from underneath her feet and boost her up really high, which is actually kind of fun. And of course, you can make You can do crazy combos or flowers blooming in combat and they explode and do shit like that. However, the world design is like kind of boring and not very interesting. Like exploration, it doesn't feel super rewarding. You can get some decent stuff from it, but it's not like satisfying. You're never like, whoa, that was sick. I'm glad I explored all that kind of stuff. It's a pretty long game too, like over 20 hours. So you're going to buckle up for that one as well.
Okay.
Parrying is a big part of the game, and thankfully the parrying does feel good. So kudos to them on that front. Boss fights are okay. Not as good as like Stellar Blade or any From Software things, but they're okay overall. The game starts very slow as well, I would say, narratively. So just keep that in mind. It does get better as things goes on, but I do think there was too many like cutscenes in this game where I was just like, let's fucking go. Let's move this along. We don't need to slow down here again and do shit like that. They do that a little too much, in my opinion. I've seen the reviews come out. Seems like it's getting like 6s and 7s, and I kind of think, yeah, that's how I'd feel about it. So not a recommend for everyone. It is on Game Pass though, so if you have that and you're curious, you want to check it out, you can on over there. But if you're someone like Gene who likes action games, stuff like that, might be worth taking a look at. But yeah, it's definitely got some flaws.
Yeah, I saw the reviews, and I also hear from people whose opinions I trust that it's a game that some people might like.
Yeah.
So I'll check it out. But
rough
again,
edges,
I'm not playing new games.
Yeah, it's not a game where I'm like, yo, you gotta play this. It's kind of a thing where I'm like, oh, you may like it. I don't know. You may find some enjoyment out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Beast and Reincarnation right there for you.
That's interesting. Yeah, I hear that it's not even really the Pokemon team, that the Pokemon team just outsourced a lot of the work.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
it's not
surprised.
like people who made Pokemon were making this game. It just it's another project that they had spinning. So
yeah, and it's cool to see them do stuff outside Pokemon. You know, they do occasionally with like Tembo, the baddest elephant. Mm-hmm. So I like to see them do more of that as well. But yeah, it's a decent game, but that I definitely wouldn't recommend for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see here, guys. Where are we at right now news-wise? Oh, yeah. Okay, so GameCube has been dry on NSO for a little bit. However, Super Mario Sunshine is coming to NSO. Finally. This is what Nintendo of America tweeted out. Dark days loom over Isle Delfino. Clean up the polluted island with FLUDD at your side in Super Mario Sunshine coming to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics on Nintendo Switch 2 for the Plus expansion pack members on August 13th. Beautiful summer game, dude. If you need summer vibes, you haven't played this game especially, give it a go. I think this is a very good game. I have qualms with it, but I still think it's an excellent, excellent game. Gene, what do you think of Sunshine?
Love Sunshine. Some of the most frustrating levels in all of Mario.
Yes.
You'll never forget the watermelon.
I never forget.
Section. That's just the watermelon section and the pinball sections.
Yeah, the other pachinko thing or whatever.
Yeah, and they're fucking required too. Like you gotta pass this shit. So it's tough, man. But it's also just one of the best ones. Like it also has some of the best levels.
Excellent vibes. Especially now.
Excellent vibes. Probably just the best vibes outside of like your Mario 64 or something, you know. And this was a sequel to Mario 64, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right. This was massive.
The follow-up
was huge.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah. I love Mario's short sleeves in this one. I think it's such a cool look. The water looks fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You know, just like the water effects just haven't aged like badly at all. Like it all looks.
It still
really
looks
good.
inviting.
Still looks really like it's you know you do the water slide move where he does a slide when you're shooting the water in front of you like you're fucking Iceman from the X-Men.
Yeah,
you know, it's so sick. The move set is amazing with especially with the water pack. The fact that you can use the water jetpack to like, you know, spin around the rope and just like launch yourself. There's so much possibility in terms of the gymnastics of Mario in this one. Like this is probably his best movement system across any game, I think. I guess other than like Mario Odyssey with his hat and all the tricks you can do with jumping on that. But I don't know. I feel like Sunshine was the most fun in terms of that. So I am always down for playing Sunshine. It's a little wild that they also released on NSO on top of having released it in that special 3-pack of games, right?
Yeah, that you can't buy anymore.
That you can't buy anymore. So it's nice to have it on there. I feel like I don't know if I haven't played it yet, and I do have a GameCube controller, but I feel like a GameCube controller would probably be necessary to be able to do the click down water spray, which is always interesting.
Yes, pressure.
Yeah, the water pressure. Man, the GameCube controller was so good though for that shit, right? Like it just felt really good and tactile.
Yeah.
So
well, actually, you can buy that collection still on Amazon for $140.
nice.
So, there you go.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, news update. Speaking of $140 games, I finally bought Dragon Quest V on the Nintendo DS.
Dude, I was close to buying that one time when Dustin was here as well, because it is like $140 game or something.
I got
like
it for $150.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I thought about it.
It's not a bad price. It's open, but it's like that's not a bad price for a game this rare. So I was like, you know what? Because I went to Otakon, the anime convention here in DC. And I went to the dealer's room and I spotted that. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get it.
You got to get a little souvenir. You know, you're at the con. You got to get a little something.
Yeah, that is the only thing I bought. Usually I walk away from the con buying a bunch of stupid shit and toys and posters and shit like that I never use. And so it's like, you know what? At least I got a game that I definitely will play and I'm definitely proud of owning. So
yeah,
I'm
Dragon
happy
Quest
for that.
5, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. And I got Dragon Quest 8 for the 3DS too, man.
Ooh,
nice.
How much was that?
That's your favorite one. That was it was only $70. $70.
Oh, really? That's a good price, I feel like.
Not bad, man. Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah. It's just basically a new game. And it's basically a new game because I never played Dragon Quest 8 and that's your favorite. So I'm really excited to play it. So
yeah, man.
I'm definitely gonna be in JRPG heaven for the next few months.
Yeah, dude.
I think I'm gonna play that after I play Xenoblade 2. I'm definitely in a Xenoblade 2 mode right now.
Yeah.
And I don't want to stop playing it because I'm gonna forget every single thing I'm doing in that game. So
yeah,
that game is hard to replay.
I've been like so tempted to start those old Dragon Quest games that I haven't played, but I'm like, they're just gonna remake them.
And they are gonna remake them. Yeah, it'd be nice if they remade 5, but it's like, you know what? That's fine. You know, I also own 5 on the fucking iPhone, which is the worst.
Yeah. I would just emulate it. I'm not spending $150 to buy that shit.
Yeah. So I bought it for $5 on the phone, and then I also have it emulated on my Steam Deck. So I could have just done that too. But it's like, you know what? I like having.
Sometimes you just want to have that thing. There's like some special games, to own physical for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And now we know why Gene's here this week.
On physical. I'm sorry, Michael. Go ahead.
So now we know why Gene's here this week. He needed to recoup some funds from his souvenirs from Otakon.
I continue to make bad financial decisions. So
that's so funny.
I will never financially recover from this. It's Gene leaving Otakon.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Congrats. So those are sick pickups, man.
Tiger King, yeah.
I
will be on Summon Sign next week too.
Yep,
I don't think I will be on Punching Up next week.
No, Summon Sign though,
Summon Sign for sure though, because I'm excited for that.
Mike, are you gonna play Mario Sunshine?
I was thinking about it, but now you guys made it sound pretty challenging because I've never played it before. So
it's
not like it's not gonna like bust your balls or anything like that. There's some like challenging parts in the game.
That's what you just said about the watermelon level. It's all what you just said.
It's just the watermelon thing is more annoying, I would say.
It is. Yeah. It is annoying. You've seen the Game Grumps episodes, Micah. You've seen them.
Oh,
right?
I have. Yeah, I've seen enough of them. Yeah, it's been a while, so I don't remember all the details.
Early on, you'll be fine.
Dive into
a little bit.
Yeah. Play it a little bit because it's just really, really fun to move around. You don't even have to get to the watermelon part. Just fucking around with the game.
I might just watch Game Grumps play again. You know?
No.
It's free on your NSO. Just give it a shot.
I'll check it out.
It's super fun to just jump around. Yeah, don't commit to playing the game, but just like walk around because it's got like the best hub in Mario games. Period. Other than Princess Peach's Castle, which is like just by default. Yeah. Just because it was the first one, right? But other than Princess Peach's Castle, this is easily the best hub world. It's just so fun to explore. So many fun little secrets. It's just fun to like swim around like the ocean, and like like hop on the little islander guys that are like making fun of Hawaiians, but they're not Hawaiian.
Yeah. What are they called? Those Delfino?
I forgot what they're called.
Those fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Racist. Now
I know it's like vaguely racist.
Hey, blame the Japanese, not me.
It's like, okay, Miyamoto, I know how you feel about our people.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all huge blue guys.
You know, like, come on,
Delfina.
man. That sounds racist too. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Hey, they're in the Mario Galaxy movie.
They were.
Yes.
I mean, they're awesome. Then they're not racist. I'm joking. Please, everyone. So
Yeah, please calm down. We're just
please
kidding.
calm down. Stand down.
But yeah, all right. I'll check it out. I'm not gonna make any promises. This might be a Luigi's Mansion situation where I'm like, I don't like it,
Hey.
but I'll try it.
Luigi's Mansion, that's an October game, Micah.
I just didn't like it. Yeah, I just wasn't feeling it.
Which one did you play?
I don't know, whichever one's on NSO.
First one.
Yeah.
You know, the controls are inverted. I really was just like, I can't do this.
You gotta play
three.
My brain.
Three's Peak.
My brain was not
A lot of
having
inverted
it.
controls. Yeah,
I can't do it. Can't do it. It's just doesn't make it. It's because I have to think too much. It just doesn't feel. The controls never feel natural. I kept trying to play it, and I'm like, I'm not getting used to it. I have to keep thinking about it, and I'm like, I'm just not having fun because I have to keep telling myself up and down, up and down.
That's me every time a game is not inverted. I'm like, I can't move around like this. It's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here next. This one's kind of interesting. Canceled Virtual Boys are coming to NSO. Virtual Boy games are coming to NSO. Of course, you need the Virtual Boy cardboard box or the insane, what is it, $100 thing? Do you have that, Gene?
No, I probably should get one, but I kind of don't want to. I'm running out of space.
I know, it's so like, it's just big enough that it's annoying.
Yeah, I literally have no place I would put. I can put it in my apartment other than in storage.
Put in your bathroom.
So that actually wouldn't be a bad idea. Like, I just get like a little tray for the toilet. So like, as I'm just like, doing my business, I can just like
get you wheel it out. Yeah, a little wheel tray. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It's not.
You get the perfect pooper thing that you put your feet on or whatever.
The squatty potty.
Squatty potty, and you lean
That's
forward.
a must-have for every
Speaking
bathroom.
of which, all this talk about using the bathroom, I need to use the bathroom.
Okay, it's gotta go real quick.
But yes, I haven't got one. Might get one just to have in storage, but I don't know.
Just to have in storage, just to have it.
To have it, I guess. Yeah, but it would be a waste of money, and it would just mean that I would just have to show up on the show again. So
Yep. All right, we're back. We had a quick little bathroom break right there. We were talking about Virtual Boy. 2 new games added that were never released, which is Zero Racers and D Hopper. And I saw this, I was like, man, that's kind of cool that they added games that were never on this. And I thought about, I'm like, should I buy a Virtual Boy? And I was like, no.
Don't do it, Brad. You can't, because this is why they're doing this. Like, they want to use these unreleased games that nobody wanted.
But I know they'll be cool for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and I'd be like, all right, that's enough. That's enough.
That's all you're getting.
That'd be it. I'd be like, all right, I'm done. But I was like, well, I just spent $100 or whatever on this fucking thing, or for that shitty cardboard box version, the peasant version. But yeah, that's there on Switch too. So if you got the Virtual Boy adapter out there, go ahead and do it. None of us have it though, so we won't be playing it.
I'm not buying the Headache Machine 5000. Thank you.
Yeah,
especially not for $100.
Yeah. Wow, dude. When they're selling that in the actual time, it was crazy. This Nintendo thing that no one gave a fuck about. No one.
It truly is a failed device, if even nostalgia isn't enough to get some people to try it. Like, it truly is something that's like, I never got to experience this. I still don't want to. That's how much of a failure this device was. It's like, it was familiar with Virtual Boy, I heard of it, but it's like, I don't want this thing.
Yeah.
I still, in the year of our Lord 2026, do not want to play Virtual Boy games. It has no appeal to me.
Yeah, I mean, I remember playing at Toys R Us, just being like, don't really like this. Don't really want to play it. There is a Wario Land game on there that could be cool though, but that's not enough for me to blow money on that shit. No thanks. All right. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 could come to Switch too, but it'll be a challenge. I'm going to read this from, what's this? Automation Media had an interview with some of the staff really quick, and I'm just going to Control F to where they brought up the Switch 2. Let's see. The interviewer asked, I think you're a fan, or I think your fans are quite curious about a Switch 2 version. Do you think Expedition 33 would be able to run the Switch 2? And do you have any such plans at the moment? And Guillaume Bosch, I don't know how to say his name. You probably do, Gene. You talked to him, right?
Guillaume Broche.
Guillaume Broche. We are interested in looking for a way to do it, but it's too early for us to announce something or announce anything at this point. Tom Guillaume said, it's a big technical challenge because we tried to do something beautiful with the game, but of course the Switch 2 is not as powerful as the PlayStation or the Xbox Series X, so it's an important thing for us to consider, especially given the size of our studio. And they're saying things like challenges with the Unreal Engine and stuff like that. And they're like, yeah, a lot of the features from the Unreal Engine just don't work on Switch 2. So we're here again with some games being okay on Switch 2. Capcom's been getting all their games out on Switch 2 going, but some other people are seem to be having trouble with them depending on maybe the engine they're using and stuff like that. And I'm kind of like, are we already in trouble, do you think, with Switch 2 ports? Micah, are we in trouble?
It's a yes and no for me because I'm okay with the Switch 2 being my little JRPG machine and playing games that aren't as focused on graphics, playing my Dragon Quest remakes, and you know what I mean? Expedition 33 is a gorgeous game that even I, the resident can't see frame rate person, would say I wouldn't want to play the nerfed version of that because it's beautiful and it's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
The water world and everything, it's supposed to be breathtaking and gorgeous. And the fast-paced, battle stuff, I wouldn't want to play a nerfed version of that. So it's disappointing if you were to end up getting like a lesser version of Switch 2. But it's one of those things, like in terms of like trouble, it's like there's plenty of third-party things that work great on it. And for what I want the Switch to be, which is, a turn-based game machine for the most part, a lot of them are not this intense and work just fine, So, and also an exclusives machine. Like, if we can agree that PlayStation and Xbox are largely not as much about the exclusives for the average consumer these days, Nintendo still is. Nintendo still is the place to play Mario and Fire Emblem and things you can't play anywhere else. But yeah, it's disappointing that something like Expedition 33 already at this point in Switch 2 life cycle might be too much for it to handle.
Yeah. What do you think, Gene?
I don't think Expedition 33 is too much to handle at all for the Switch 2. Expedition 33 is not that advanced of a game. The problem is that it just wasn't really all that well optimized. It runs like shit on the Steam Deck. So that's an issue, but you can optimize it. There's plenty of other Unreal 5 games that work perfectly fine on the Switch 2.
Right.
But it does speak to Sandfall Interactive's promise that they're not going to scale up too much, because they've said that before, that they don't want to scale up too big. So I think really it's just a matter of time and resources, because they're probably wanting to work on their next game right now versus...
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if there was a Switch 2 version, Gene, I would just expect them to have someone else do it.
That's what they need to do, but so they have to determine whether, because I feel like the sales of the game is kind of capped off right now. I don't think it's really selling anymore. Everyone who wanted to buy the game has kind of bought the game already.
Right.
But so I mean, the Switch 2 would be a good platform for that, because it is now the JRPG destination that Nintendo consoles are. So it'd be nice to have it on there, and you can run it at 30 FPS. The problem is the lumen lighting, because the lumen lighting does not work really well at all in Steam Deck. You kind of have to turn that shit off, and the game looks fucking ugly if you do turn it off. Like, there's just no lighting, there's no fog effects at all. It's awful. So yeah, I don't know, but I think it does speak to the limitations of Sandfall and the publisher too. Like, maybe they just don't want to invest in a Switch 2 port right now, because maybe they feel like they've capped off on the audience and they're ready to move on to the next game. And good luck to them.
Yeah, definitely. I'm kind of at a thing like, I think we're okay with Switch 2 ports for the most part for the next 4 years, I'm going to say. Yeah. I think when we're a little ways into PS6 or Helix or whatever it's going to be, some third-party stuff is definitely going to have more problems, I feel like. But at the same time, we're going to have that PS5 handheld as well. And so maybe if they can get it working on that, they can, or the PS6 handheld, they can get working on that. Maybe they can get working on Switch 2 with like the DLSS stuff. I'm not really sure. Things seem to be scaling more than ever. So I wonder if that trend will just continue to go that way.
Yeah,
It'd be great to have.
Sorry? I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it'd just be great to have, more scaling so Switch 2 can get more games.
Yeah, and even if a PS6 comes out, pretty much knowing how expensive it's going to be and how few people will probably want to buy the thing, we're just gonna have it's just gonna be the generation of cross-gen even more so than now, right? So
right,
as long as PS5 games continue to come out, the Switch 2 will be able to match them pretty handily, for the most part.
For the most part, yeah. I think there'll be occasional outliers.
I don't think it's an issue of capability, other than the Lumen Light thing is very resource heavy, and unfortunately they relied on that as like a requirement. It's kind of like how Doom Dark Ages requires ray tracing, but that game is just like infinitely more optimized than Expedition 33.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
I feel like Doom games or id games in general are usually pretty well optimized.
Exactly. Yeah, they're like the super optimized games, and again, credit to Sanfall. They made a great game, but it just also goes to show their limitations of what they're able to get. Because it's like you notice in Expedition 33, like the characters' heads are just a little big.
Yeah,
that's just like the default. That's because that's just the default character head for Unreal Engine. So they just didn't even bother resizing the heads. So they're like really just using a lot of default Unreal Engine tools to have made Expedition 33. That's my biggest beef with Expedition 33 is I just don't understand why people are glazing the art style. So that's it. I think it's a great game.
Oh, it looks more realistic, I guess.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing.
It just looks like they just look like Unreal Engine asset.
I know.
Asset the game. I know. So
I know. All right. Let's see here. Final little story here. We got a Crazy Taxi World Tour trailer. I think last week, and we didn't talk about it. So, but Gene on the show, especially, big Sega head like Gene. I wanted to hear what he was thinking about the trailer. And this kind of looks kind of exactly what I expected it to look like, Gene. West Coast vibe, of course, still. Beach. Driving around. I forgot this driver's name. He was in the first ones.
Axel, I think.
Axel, that sounds right.
Yeah.
But what we've seen here, Gene, what are you thinking? How are you feeling about this?
I haven't seen the trailer, but I feel like I don't need to see a trailer for Crazy Taxi as long as they're faithful to the spirit. I saw that they're retaining Offspring, so that's great.
Yeah,
I think that's a very important vibe setter for the game. People are upset that it's using Gen AI. Who knows what that means even. I wasn't really the biggest Crazy Taxi fan. I did really enjoy it a lot in the arcades, but like I never really played it a ton on the Dreamcast.
Sure.
That said, this is a Dreamcast game. This is a Sega game, so I'll probably just buy it just to collect it.
Yeah. Micah.
And Crazy Taxi is fun. I do enjoy it. But
Crazy Taxi is fun in short bursts for sure.
Yeah, but this isn't like a Jet Set Radio situation for me because that game is like
I'm more excited about that. Yeah,
definitely.
Micah, what do you think about this trailer? Any thoughts?
I've never played Crazy Taxi, so I'm excited about this.
Okay, so you're willing to play it.
Oh yeah, no, I would be. I'd check this out for sure. It looks fun. Because I saw.
I was gonna say, you're already calling chauffeur, so you're used to driving other people around.
Already, well, because I saw Saber Interactive is working on like a ride share simulator game where you're driving and you're driving people to their destinations, and it's supposed to have some zany elements,
dude.
So I don't know, maybe we're getting a renaissance of driving customers around games, but I'm like, both of these look kind of fun. I'm not angry at it.
Here's why my excitement for Crazy Taxi has diminished over the decades. I can just play Grand Theft Auto. I can just pop in Grand Theft Auto 4. Grand Theft Auto 4 has its own taxi missions. Crazy Taxi is in Grand Theft Auto games.
Yeah.
And it's in a city that I really do enjoy liking. I really do enjoy. I can play my own fucking music in there, so it doesn't have to be fucking Offspring. I've never really been a big fan of Offspring. I think they were always a little corny. So
Now you're just being racist.
yeah, pretty fly for a white guy. Come on, guys. A racist band, what do you got against white guys? Okay, I know you're just making fun of white people. You're white too. No, I'm kidding. So like that's why like I could just play Grand Theft Auto and it'll just be just as cool with my own music. It just doesn't have the cool arcade vibes of it, and that's fun. But
yeah, I think this is really going to depend on like price point for me. If this is like 20, 30 bucks, cool, I'm down. $40, I'm getting it automatically. Like up to $40, like there's no question, I'll just get it. Yeah,
$50 above, I'll be like,
hesitation.
Yeah, we'll see.
For sure.
Definitely $70. I might just wait, or I might just get on a physical. I just won't even get the digital version. I won't double dip from that game. So
yeah, but it's coming to Xbox, Steam, PlayStation, Switch 2, and you could sign up for a closed network test as well. So if you want to check it out, there you go.
And for video watchers, here's my copy of Dragon Quest
5, dude, beautiful.
The Holy Grail.
Beautiful. All right. Let's end the show with some write-ins from the audience. Oh, I forgot to put that timestamp for Lockmort. I'm going to say 3 minutes late on that, Lock. There we go. Help him out there. All right. Closing questions. Here we go. This is from Dave9834. Hey, Punch Drink Uppers. I'm looking for games that I can easily pick up and put down for half an hour without having to worry I'm going to get called. Oh, wait, let me start over. Games I can pick up early and put down for half an hour without having to worry I'm going to get called into doing something in the middle of a great part, but engaging, like a JRPG in the way it makes you care about the characters. I'm not interested in the open world Zelda. Sorry, Brad. And I've played Xenoblade 1 and 2. Still working on 3 slowly. Do you guys have any recommendations that fit the bill? Thanks in advance. P.S. I'm still waiting for the Cooking Mama Micah show. All right. So happening. He wants something he could do short bursts, like 30 minutes, and it has engaging characters from like a JRPG.
I mean, recent releases, I'm going Adventures of Elliot just to say they're very generous with the save points.
That's
very
true.
Generous with save points and fast travel. That is a game and within the dungeons, typically, there were a couple save points. The dungeons also just weren't very long. That is a game that just recently playing it, I was like, man, this is just very easy to pick up and put down, and the fast travel system saves a ton of time. That'd be my recent pick.
Okay. I like that. Gene, anything you could think of?
Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
I would recommend even if you want something more character based, Dragon Quest 2, or Dragon Quest 3. I mean, actually, maybe not Dragon Quest 3. If you really want something like with written characters, then it's Dragon Quest 2, the remake. And then if that game was fun for you, then definitely hop into 3 and 1 because they're also great, but they're just not as character heavy. So yeah, I think that's probably my best recommendation in terms of like something that's fast and also engaging with the characters.
I'm going to recommend you play Super Mario RPG.
Oh,
they have the Switch remake.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Very whimsical, easygoing role-playing game. Save points all over the place. So there you go. Great game.
If you want a good action game, Astral Chain. Always recommend Astral Chain.
Astral Chain, man.
Yeah.
Still haven't played it.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I bought it when it came out, and I've just never played it.
It's a hell of a good game, and the missions are pretty short, so you can plop it in for 20-30 minutes and get out. And the story is really good too. It really very anime, but very pretty fun and engaging, and with a lot of twists and turns. Good stuff.
Yeah. Cool. All right, there you go. Raisin wrote in and said, "Sup punchers, is Splatoon Raiders really worthy of being the 4th highest rated user score game of all time on Metacritic? I ask this question earnestly because I've never played a Splatoon game, so I'm generally asking out of ignorance. But if I'm being honest, this just comes off as an overly active fan base. For fuck's sakes, Cory in the House on DS is one of the highest rated user score games on Metacritic. Why do we even have user scores? I know critics can get it wrong sometimes, but that just seems a little weird. disparity. On the opposite side of the spectrum, you have games like The Last of Us Part 2. There's ain't no way The Last of Us Part 2 is a 5.9. If you don't think it's a 9.3, that's fair. But let's be real. Objectively speaking, there is no world in which that game is any lower than an 85. And while I admittedly have not played a single Splatoon game, I highly doubt Splatoon Raiders is anything lower than an 81, which I believe is exactly what is sitting at on Metacritic. So I refer this question to you. Is Splatoon Raiders really worth the 4th highest rated spot of all time according to user scores? Also, why do we even have user scores? Should we get rid of user scores? You tell me, punchers.
Stop looking at him, bro.
Don't.
Just stop looking at them.
I think it sucks that they exist. I agree that they're mostly useless, but also if they're useless, then don't use them.
Yeah. I feel like user scores are like occasionally useful, but a lot of times they are just bullshit.
Yeah.
Are you telling me that Corey in the house doesn't deserve that score?
I'm not saying that.
How dare
I'm not saying that. Like, Corey House is the best anime of all time. We all know this.
Everybody knows.
So I'm not doubting that.
Being
but
said.
You know, you like see people giving like a game a 0. It's like a 0.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Or, you know, the fact that, you know, and it's like, oh, is Splatoon Raiders really the 4th highest game? Well, for me, is Expedition 33 really the greatest game of all time?
Yeah.
According to users, right?
Yeah.
And it reached that score when people were just in the fucking intro of the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, like, people weren't even finished with the game and they were already giving it a 10 immediately. So the whole system is borked.
Yep.
It makes no sense. You know, and I agree with you. I think Last of Us Part 2 is an incredible game. Look at all the actors saying how great it is, because people who actually appreciate interesting writing, interesting characters, and good drama, they see Last of Us Part 2 and they're like, damn, that's a fucking good ass story, you know? Tom Holland saying he loves the last part 2. Hunter Schafer is saying she loves the last part 2. You know, it's a
let's
great
not
story.
get out of hand here. I mean, really, Tom Holland's opinion means nothing. Who gives a fuck what Tom Holland thinks?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, people in general who likes act, like, I've heard from a lot of other celebrities, they think Last of Us Part 2 is like the greatest game of all time. I disagree with that too,
right?
But it's also a great game. I definitely don't think it's a fucking 5 either. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
So,
I have a lot of
show
problems with that game, but like not a 5. Oh, the show, different beast.
The show is a different conversation altogether.
The show would get a 1.
Yeah, gasoline, baby.
Oh my! I'm gonna be a dad.
I'm gonna be a dad.
Yeah, you always like see like this game is a 1. It's boring. That's their review. It's like, okay.
No, it's way out of hand. This is coming from, though. It's like some gamers are fucking shady, dude. Did you guys see the thing somewhat recently of like this like nice little indie game that can be completed within just a couple hours? It was only a couple bucks, and people were giving it high reviews by refunding it on Steam because they could, because it was within the time frame, and they were giving the game positive reviews but still refunding it just because, well, I can.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you know, some of these people are just fucking scummy, and it's, I don't know, just don't put any stock in it. It's like, should we get rid of user scores? No, but just don't put any stock in it.
I think we should get rid of them. I think we should get rid of them.
I wouldn't be mad if they did, but like at the same time, it's just like, doesn't mean much. Just doesn't mean much because people aren't honest about it. People,
I think it'd be useful for like in the store. Like I think PlayStation ratings, especially from people who bought it. Nintendo doesn't really have a rating system, so because they don't give a fuck. But PlayStation has its own rating system. Steam has its own rating system. So I would, you know, just if you do want user scores and depend on it, find the systems that work. Metacritic is one of the worst ones because you don't even have to buy the game at all to be able to leave a review. So it's just garbage.
It is just garbage. Yeah, it's like
to answer Ray's question: is Splatoon Raiders really worthy of that? I mean, there's a reason why Splatoon is one of now the 4 pillars of Nintendo. There's Mario, there's Zelda, there's Pokemon if you count Pokemon, but Animal Crossing and Splatoon. Splatoon is one of the highest selling games. It's one of the highest selling IP. It's new. It's critically acclaimed. You know, Splatoon games are incredible and they deserve the hype and popularity that they have.
Trying to see what this user scores there were, what it's going up against besides Corey in the house. Yeah, Expedition 33 is number 1.
Yeah.
Boo.
Silent Hill 2 is number 2. Corey House is number 3.
Silent Hill 2 remake?
No,
Silent Hill 2.
just Silent Hill 2.
Oh, that's interesting.
The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt, is number 4 with a 9.3.
Expedition 33 over The Witcher 3. Come on, guys.
This
be
is
real.
bullshit.
Resident Evil Requiem has a 9.3. It's like, I don't know if we're ready to like put that game that high yet.
That high. Yeah, exactly. Let's be real, guys. I mean, and we love Resident Evil 9. Don't get us wrong, you know?
Yeah.
But it's like calm down, man. The same skepticism I have for Expedition 33, I'll gladly apply to RE9 as well.
Yeah. Gran Turismo 4. Chrono Trigger.
Okay, well, see, now
Metal
we're
Gear
starting to
Solid.
make more sense. And
Now we're getting like
3,
more legit now.
Yeah, and The Witcher 3 is like the first one that's like, okay, yeah, like I think that deserves to be up there too, you know? It's not one of my favorite games, but I think it's just fantastic. So, yeah, why not?
Yeah. Where's Ocarina of Time on this? I don't even see it.
It's out at the bottom.
Majora's Mask is rated higher
I
than
gave it
it.
a 1.
Yeah, because no one's actually played Ocarina. They just talk about it. It's like they're like Resident Evil games.
I know, dude.
People just don't play these games. They just want to
Just don't fucking
have
play
a
the
take
games
on it.
They just want to. They just want to be in the fandom.
Gotta have a take.
I play them, and I don't want to be in the fandom.
Yep.
I don't want to be any part of that shit with you guys. Y'all weird. You ruin everything.
Mm-hmm.
Half-Life 2, dude. Number 37.
That's too low.
Crazy.
That's
pretty
too low.
crazy.
Should be top 10.
Hollow Knight is 46. Wow.
Hollow Knight's 46? Damn, that's low. Yeah.
That's low, dude. Shenmue 2.
Hell yeah.
Number 50. Has a 9.0 user score.
That's wild. See, like, that's crazy. I would never expect. I love Shenmue 2. I would never expect it to be in the top 50 user scores. That's crazy. So
yeah.
Some fandoms are out of control. Splatoon has a very, very massive audience as well. So
yeah,
a lot of them are in Japan. A lot of them are Japanese fans.
A lot of them are in Japan. That's true. All right, let's see here. BMJ614 wrote and said, "Hello, Rad Brad, Triple M, and Gene. Might be another Castle Park."
I like that.
I recently got my Switch 2 for my birthday, and I'm sitting here playing Breath of the Wild, feeling like I'm playing it for no reason. I know it's my fault, and I'm just addicted to trophies and achievements, but it still perplexes me that we are in 2026 and Nintendo still hasn't implemented an achievement system yet. How do y'all feel about this situation? Take care, followers of Miyamoto. Okay, well, I've said this several times on the show. I wish there was achievements and trophies. However, I think if you're like playing, you're getting this feeling like, why am I doing this, dude? You're missing the whole point of the fucking game.
Exactly.
You're Colin brained at that point.
You're poisoned.
You're playing the
kind of
system.
You're
playing the system and not the game anymore at that point.
Yeah.
Just the reward is you getting to play an incredible video game and be fully immersed in it. Mm-hmm. Just look at it like that. You don't need to think about, I don't want you killing an enemy and be like, oh man, I wish a trophy popped there. Mm-hmm. Just be happy you're in that world, this exquisite video game. You just gotta think it like that, man. Like, trophies are cool. Like I said, I wish Nintendo had them, but the game is the most important part, dude.
You got to remind yourself, trophies don't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything. Yeah.
Period. Your brain is poisoned by social media, and like you're equating playing video games and enjoying stories to getting likes. Like, that's just not healthy at all. And I'll say that to Colin as well. Like, I think it's insane that Colin focuses so much on trophies and achievements. You know, like to the point that he was gonna fucking quit video games if he lost all his trophies and achievements. Like, that's insane. You know, like, I'm sure he was joking, but you know, like, you don't want to get to that point. You don't want to get to that point.
Yeah. Enjoy the game for the game itself. Trophies and stuff are a nice addition, but you got to be there for the real deal, the game itself.
Yeah, stop optimizing for data. You know, don't watch movies just to update your letterboxd. You know, that's crazy.
I like this. Stop optimizing like everything.
Yeah,
would be cool. Stop trying to like optimize every game you play when you play it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I gotta look up the build. I gotta look up the exact route to go through.
I gotta min-max this. I gotta looks-max this. I gotta min-max you know, like, just fucking play the game, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, like, when I went to play that Oblivion, you know, remastered, And so it's like, you're choosing your class at the beginning. And I had shared on Twitter like that I was playing it, and people were like, "Oh, you picked that class? Did you do any research at all?" And it's like,
Oh my god, dude.
no.
You did the right
I
thing,
opened
Micah.
I went in the game and I read the various menus. I did Google like, is this a really hard class to play? Because I didn't want to accidentally choose something that was meant to be advanced. But I
There you
left
go.
it at that of like, okay, yeah, this is beginner friendly. That's fine. And I let the game show me the way
Show me the
versus
way.
being like, let me do an hour of research and have somebody tell me how to play this game.
Roll
Yeah.
with the game. Roll with the game. Roll with the punches. Don't be like Colin and be like, okay, I'm gonna sit here and print out the fucking trophy guide and just play the game that way.
A
Like,
day by day guide for Persona.
yeah, like a day by day. Yeah, exactly, man.
It
Like
hurts my
sometimes you just gotta like
soul.
roll with the punches. Like, you know what, I fucked up, and that's it. That's just my game right now.
Like, it hurts my soul specifically with Persona just because it's like, it's just not, you're not supposed to play it like that. You're supposed to
Yeah.
be a high schooler and you are choosing, do I go to my part-time job today or do I go to soccer practice? Do I hang out with my girlfriend or do I go to see a movie? And that's supposed to be part of the game. It hurts my soul that these guides are a thing that anyone uses to play the game and manage the free time. Because I'm like, you're supposed to just do what you want. I would never have fallen in love with Ai Ebihara if I had followed that guide, because she's not in it. She's not in it.
There you go. Yeah, because she's not the optimal path, But it's like,
No, she's not. But she's actually like a really nice lady, and I was glad I got to know her, I wouldn't have had that experience otherwise.
That was your optimal path, And so it's like you really got to get out of this thinking. So like, kudos to you for knowing that this is your problem, but yeah, work on that.
Yeah, treat these Nintendo games like a break from being trophy brained. Like, just treat it as a retreat. You don't have to worry about trophies. This is a place where you don't have to worry about missable trophies or anything like that. You just get to play the game. Like, just treat it as a break from the grind.
You don't have to do everything in Breath of the Wild. You shouldn't probably do everything in Breath of the Wild. Just do whatever feels right to you, man. The world is your sandbox in that game.
Yeah, and the thing is that there's nothing missable in that game. There's usually nothing missable in Nintendo games, period. They usually design their games to make sure that whatever you want to do, you can always go back and just do that anyways. There's no missable bananas in Donkey Kong Bonanza. And again, if you want trophies, Donkey Kong Bonanza is like basically a trophy to video game. So play Donkey Kong Bonanza, because that shit has a whole checklist of shit you can do. And I sometimes you just want to get into that brain. So I totally got into that brain for Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yeah.
I completed the shit out of the game. I got every single fucking banana and like piece of whatever that you can get in there, and that was fun for me. I get it. So certain games will have that. For Xenoblade Chronicles X, a game I keep playing. I played that game for 300 hours. Every single thing in that fucking game was checked off. There's nothing left to do in that game. And I love that.
Yeah.
That'll be 100% achievement trophy for me right there. But it's like what I got is my perfect save. That's very rewarding for me.
Got that save, baby.
And it kind of looks better than a trophy. Honestly, it's way more unique. All the trophy you get in a trophy is the same trophy that you get in every other game. Xenoblade Chronicles X, no one has a perfect game other than me, and a few other people.
BMJ, I don't want you to feel like we're dogpiling you as well either.
No, but just take this as a nice retreat from having to hunt for trophies all the time, and just take this as your like, this is a little vacation from it.
Yeah.
You're playing for the love of the game.
Shout out to you for your self-awareness. That's cool. So
Neon Astara wrote in, said, "Greetings, Fisters. It's a bit of an odd question. Do you have any Rosetta Stone games, as in a game that helped you understand a certain series or genre that hadn't clicked with you before? For example, I played Prime 1 last year, and it didn't click with me at all. I decided to put Metroid on the back burner for a bit until I fired up Fusion and Dread months later. Coming back to Prime after playing those two was a revelation. Suddenly, I see spots for the morph ball, walls to go through, areas I know to return to with upgrades, etc. It's as if I put glasses on after playing without them. Is this something you've experienced? Thanks, and have a good one."
I mean, for me personally, I'll say that playing Fire Emblem Awakening was, I think, the first ever like tactical grid-based game I played. And then I suddenly loved it and just wanted to go play every tactical
Mm.
game I could find. So like it made me very interested in that genre. But I hadn't like previously tried it and it didn't click. I was just like, oh my God, this is for me. This is now my favorite type of game because I do love those tactical RPGs, the absolute best out of everything. And that game made those my favorite and made me seek them out now over the years.
Yeah. Anything for Eugene?
The aforementioned Vandal Hearts. To keep it with the tactical RPGs, that was a game that made me help me understand Final Fantasy Tactics as well. I played Vandal Hearts before I played Final Fantasy Tactics, so that was cool. Another game that is similar to that was Advance Wars. That was the game that got me into, just again tactical wartime games, and that's by Nintendo. So Nintendo is really good at like making games that are pretty much the game where you understand the genre that they're playing in.
I think for me, it was Divinity Original Sin 2. Because I remember seeing growing up some of my friends playing, some like CRPG games before. Because a lot of my friends growing up were big PC gamers, and I'd watch them play a little bit, but I never like sat down and played it myself, and it looked kind of confusing to me always. But when I played Divinity later on, it all kind of clicked with me, and I was like, oh, now I understand it. Now you can see like the code when you play a CRPG now, where it's like certain things are going to happen here, certain angles. It's like when you get to like in a game, you go into a room and you're like, oh, there's gonna be a boss fight here. It's like you pick up on stuff like that as you play that. So for sure, that game was it for me. Okay, let's see. Fickin Chingers. I don't like saying this.
Oh.
Hey, punchers of the up persuasion. I'm replaying Fire Emblem Awakening in anticipation of Fortune's Weaving arriving next month. Do you have any favorite pairings from Fire Emblem Awakening or even any of the other entries? So far, I'm loving any pairing that includes Thraja. She's a mega dork and a completely unstoppable unit when deployed. Loving the content and best of luck in the game. Aegon? Is that like a Fire Emblem thing? Fire Emblem in the game? Aegon?
Gamageddon. Gamageddon, like Armageddon. Oh, because he's saying all those games coming out in September?
Oh, yeah. I was thinking, I'm like, is that like something like a character says in like a Fire Emblem game? Okay, Micah, this is purely a you question.
Well, okay. I gotta be honest. This is gonna piss off the Fire Emblem people that I don't really pay attention to the pairings. And you're supposed to. You're supposed to, I know. But I tend to just lump people together, and whoever vibes, if I often don't put people together enough for them to pair up because I just forget, and like I don't strategically place them side by side so that they build that bond or whatever. I remember in Awakening though, I think I paired like Frederick with Cordelia. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not much of a pairings person, except for like my character. It's like, who am I gonna marry, right? And I make sure I stay right next to them the whole time. But yeah, it's not how I play the game. Going like shipping the characters and all that.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Tharja was great though. Tharja's a really cool character. There was also this like witch hat lady named Muriel. She was cool. But I don't know, man. That's a lot of management. It's a lot of management to keep them together on the battlefield all the time, and it's part you're supposed to do it, but I don't.
Yeah, it's a lot. All right, final writing here from Will Sisto. Hey, punchers, hope you're all doing well. Several anniversaries are happening. Pokemon's 30th and Zelda's 40th, and bucket list projects like the Ocarina of Time remake are real and happening. It's made me thinking, what is one Nintendo remake / re-release that would get you hyped? As an unabashed Pokemon fan, an HD 2D remake of the first and second generation games would make me shit my pants. There's a fan-made HD 2 remake of Emerald, trailer link below, in the works that looks pretty dope considering it's not an official release. Thanks and keep punching. All right. Remake, remaster that's going to make you poop your pants from Nintendo.
It's Kirby Triple Deluxe, and it's
Kirby
not even
Triple
close.
Deluxe.
That's all I want. It's not very old. It shouldn't be too hard. I just want Kirby Triple Deluxe, please. Thank you, Nintendo.
What if they were like, okay, Micah, you can get a Fire Emblem Awakening remake
Yeah.
on Switch 2 or Kirby Triple Deluxe? You picking Kirby?
I'd choose Kirby.
Yeah.
In that, if
Loyal.
you're going to make me choose one, well, I mean, I still have a 3DS in both of those games, so I can just go back and play them. And Fire Emblem on 3DS is great. Like that, it just works really well. But I really want to see Kirby Triple Deluxe like on my big TV screen. That's all I want. That's all I want. It's probably maybe not as retro as the like listener wanted us to go, but like that game is the main one that I'm like, please bring this forward to Switch. I'm begging you.
Yeah. What about you, Gene?
I'm a broken record, but I've said it many times before. Kid Icarus Uprising.
That's right.
Don't do this, Gene.
That is the only game I want that would make me pop off like it's Final Fantasy VII Remake or some shit, you know. No other game really. There's nothing else. Like if they remade Majora's Mask, I'll be like, cool. It's my favorite Zelda game. Just remake it. It's fine. If they remade Wind Waker, I'll be like, why? You know? If they remade Twilight Princess, I'll be like, cool. But that would be cool. I love that, you know. But Kid Icarus Uprising, that's one that I wouldn't expect. I'm kind of expecting it, but I'm really hoping that they finally deliver on that sometime soon because it's a really great game. It's just one that I just physically can't play because it'll, you know, destroy my hands. So
you get pretzel hands from playing it.
Yeah, it's the most physically uncomfortable game I've ever played. Other than might as well be on a fucking Virtual Boy. Like that might be more comfortable, honestly.
Yeah.
So yeah, Kid Icarus, bring that on Switch 2. I'd be so happy.
Yeah. For me, I'd be really happy if they brought back Wave Race in some format. I think that'd be sick. Like you can play the N64 one on NSO, which is great. But if we got like a remaster that combined one in Blue Storm in some way.
It's like, no, this is going to be the game with the prettiest water graphics of all time.
Yeah, that'd be incredible. A new F-Zero would be awesome as well. I would love that.
Of course.
I'm trying to think like a remake for something else. Like Ocarina of Time's happening. Majora's Mask, I assume, is going to happen as well. Again,
Star Fox already happened.
Star Fox happened. I would like to see maybe if they do this, though, they have to be more ambitious. Like I want them to be with the remakes and do Mario 64, like adding new areas and stuff like that. Could be fucking sick. Also, it'd be really interesting to see how they would do a Super Mario World remake. I'd be really curious to see how they'd handle that.
Like with the Mario Wonder aesthetic, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
Mario Wonder already felt like Mario World in many places. The vibes were heavily similar. So, man, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
But yeah, there's lots of great stuff they could still do. All right, guys. With that, we're done. Another episode in the books. Thank you both for joining me. Appreciate it. Before we go, any final words, thoughts, or should we skedaddle?
I'm quickly sending you guys a link in the chat here because there's a new collaboration with Sonic and King Ice, and I just want you guys to pick which cool Sonic necklace would you buy? Because I'm probably going with the shoe if I were to purchase one.
Oh, for the necklace?
Yeah, you pick which from this link I'm sending you. You pick which necklace fits your vibe.
I would get either Metal Sonic or the Chow.
Yeah, the Chow's pretty cool. I really like the shoe. It reminds me of like Monopoly. I liked playing as the shoe.
Of course, you're a shoe main in Monopoly.
Yeah,
Gene's got one right there. Yeah, Gene, you need the Shadow, Tails, and Knuckles one.
Yeah, I have the Sonic King Ice one. I don't really need any more, but the Shadow one does look pretty good though. Shadow or Metal Sonic, actually.
Yeah, Metal Sonic looks good.
Yeah. Oh fuck, there's a Chow necklace.
Yeah, the Chow one is tight.
Ooh, it's gonna be the Chow necklace then for sure.
You're gonna have to come back and do another show.
Yeah, pay that off. Great news. All right. With that, though, everybody, I think we're done. We're out of here. We'll see you next week. Take care and goodbye. Bye-bye. Punching Up, a Nintendo podcast, is a product of Last Stand Media and Collins Last Stand LLC and is proudly recorded in the USA. The show is written and hosted by me, Bradley Ellis. My co-hosts are Gene Park and Micah Moriarty. The show is edited and produced by Dustin Furman. All of Last Stand's theme music is by Ramon Narvaez. Punching Up, along with the rest of Last Stand Media shows, are fan-funded on Patreon at patreon.com/laststandmedia. The following names are at the producer level on Patreon, our highest tier, and we're grateful for your kind contributions and generosity to our independent endeavor. Thank you.